Welcome, weary travelers, to episode 31 of Arcanarama.
Whoa.
I'm Cameron Holt, I'll be your dungeon master for the evening.
Hi.
I do art and stuff over at Fantasy Forge, youtube.com/fantasyforgeart. I also make dice. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. I'm joined, as always, by the wonderful Arcana crew. Act like you didn't do whatever you're being accused of, Arcana crew.
No.
Before we begin, we have some announcements to make, and we're going to do them the fastest that we've ever done them. Taylor, take it away. Talk about our sponsors.
Our sponsors are the Gilded Rogue. They sell D&D things. That's one of them right over here. It's a shirt. You can buy things that are like pillows and leggings and other D&D related things that aren't dice, because that's for another one of our sponsors later. Our other sponsor is More Fun Comics and Games, which provide us with this thing.
Whoa.
Your prizes for the evening, which just so happen to be the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, 4 collectible miniatures of any random assortment.
It's a mystery.
And you can learn how to win that later if you're not from Quebec and you put in the right words and you're a follower. That's that sponsor. And Kitty Scratch Kitchen is a sponsor. Whoa. We don't have a graphic, I don't think.
But she did give me a cookie earlier.
Yeah,
Whoa.
They give she gives us cookies.
There's cookies.
and they're
And
really
sometimes
good.
cupcakes. We had cupcakes last
If we're
2
good
weeks ago.
adventurers, she gives us cookies.
Yeah. If you find yourself in Texas
Wait,
and
they're behavioral based.
you like baked goods, you can get them from this person who is going to tell you about the website. I don't know what you do
We have
anymore.
a website.
I don't
It's
know.
arcanaramashow.com. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's all in the About section.
Yeah, so if you're curious about any of the things that you hear us talking about,
Yeah.
just click the About section, scroll through there, you'll probably see it. Sam, where can they find us on social media?
Go to our About section. It's all there.
Perfect.
You told me to be
Vibe
fast.
Yeah,
check.
faster than ever.
Go to our fucking About section.
We've got the Wild Beyond the Witchlight mystery mini giveaway from More Fun Comics and Games, our first giveaway of the evening. However, there will be a second giveaway later in the evening, so stay tuned with us to figure out how you can win this beautiful set of handmade Fantasy Forge dice.
Oh my God.
They're finally in, folks. I made the new molds. I got the masters sanded on every fucking grit, and I found a new way of getting dice sanded to a glass-like finish that is way easier on my back. So there will be many, many more dice coming to the shop very, very soon. If you're curious about just
And
buying,
my dice bag.
yeah, and if you're curious about just buying some of these lovely, like look at this shit, look at this D4. You could fucking literally cut yourself on this.
I did.
I almost have already.
Don't.
Don't.
And then the D12s are also a little bit different. I know you can't see them, and I'm holding them up, but you can see them in the video below. So stay tuned to figure out how to enter to win that dice giveaway as well. Again, does not apply to you if you are from Quebec, because Quebec hates giveaways. They view it as gambling or something. I don't actually know. I just know it's against the law. And you must be a follower of us here on Twitch. So go ahead and click the heart if you haven't already to be eligible to win.
Maybe they're afraid of American germs.
So now I'm going to throw it over to Miranda, because it's time for a vibe check.
Hi. How are your things? Roll your dice. Determine your future.
One of my good vibes.
You can also type exclamation point, oh god, vibe check in the chat
Oh no.
It's the second week in a row, right?
do it digitally
I
here
did
with
this
us.
last week or 2 weeks ago.
Ooh, Arcanarama got a 19 in the chat.
Yeah,
Robbie,
9.
I'm so sorry. I forgot something at home, so this is gonna be kind of.
If you want to
I got
share it.
8.
Or is mine tainted?
No, yours
Roll
isn't.
one of my nifty 20s.
Taint.
We're adults.
I rolled a 10.
Oh my god. I got an 8. It wasn't that
I
bad.
got a 9.
That was
9,
sick.
10. What'd you get?
I got a 19 on my
Oh.
brand new Fantasy Forge dice.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a
Thanks,
D12.
good vibes shirt. I don't want to get lipstick on it.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's
What'd you
fair.
On the vibe check?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he records
20,
it now.
27. I got
Yeah,
a 1.
that one.
Oh, natural 1.
Yeah, feels good.
Why are you writing it down?
No reason.
Because he's
You
trying to
don't
make it
even-
important to the game, and if I had known that, I would have rolled with like all of my heart.
Always roll with all of your heart.
Oh,
And
oh,
Sam, you got
yeah.
the highest at a 19, right?
Yeah, she did. Full moon in Sagittarius on the 16th.
What does that mean?
Tell the truth. Don't hide it.
Don't hide it.
Tell them. Tell them.
Who's them? Oh, it's supposed to be like that.
Okay, the truth is that I love you.
Aw.
Save it. Save it for the moon.
5 days.
You are?
If
Speaking
I'm
of
not gonna-
moons,
Wait, did you say that?
speaking of moons and numbers of days, there are less than 6 days until the fight with the Night Hag, and you all are 10 minutes out from landfall on Róvengül. So let's go ahead and explore the alien landscape of the wild magic island in tonight's episode of Arcanarama.
Previously on Arcanarama, the Mistwalkers decided to forego an attempt at gathering werewolf allies in their quickly approaching fight with the Night Hag. The party, with my help, their recently hired ferryman Ren, assured the villagers of Williston that they had fought and defeated 4 of the werewolves plaguing the town. There could be more threats, however, so the villagers shouldn't let their guards down. With that out of the way, the party climbed aboard the nameless ship and set sail onto the mysterious Lake Mindaleth. Halfway through their journey, the ship was attacked by 3 skeletal giants that was wading waist deep in the sea. Giants spewed hails of gold and platinum from their skulls, leaving piles of wealth on the deck of the ship as they were felled. Once the dangerous undead were taken care of, the ship approached landfall at Róvengül. Just 10 minutes offshore, Silas spotted a familiar smirk of the hag just before she vanished into the tree line of the wild magic island. Will the battle begin before the agreed upon day? What is the hag planning with the silver stake? What surprises lay in store for the party on Róvengül? Am I gonna live to see the end of this? Find out right now on Arcanarama.
We begin, just like we always do, right where we left off. You ride now about 10 minutes offshore along the coastline of Róvengül in search of a safe place to drop anchor, hoping for a cove. As you do on a nat 20 perception check last time, which was so fitting. Silas noticed a familiar figure with a cleft lip that just disappeared into the tree line of the thick jungle on this side of Róvengül. Is there anything in particular you guys are doing on the boat at this time? I'm going to go ahead and make a perception check for Ren to attempt to spot a nice cove to stop in.
Yeah, I figured I'm gathering my things and also seeing if I can find a good spot. If
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
gonna
anything
head
about.
up to the front and look for a nice cove, if I could.
Yeah,
Helping Ren out.
Yeah, go ahead and you can roll a d20 as well.
Okay.
Perception, you say?
Yes.
Oh god, I thought that was a 1.
23.
Nice.
14.
Nice. Yeah, Cholula, you spot just a little bit further down this kind of slight curve to the beach, which now as you get closer and closer, you realize the strange kind of almost splotchiness of the beach. From a distance it looks just like white sands, but you can see now that there are certain areas of white sand and certain areas where there are just patches of marble that seem to like it's almost as if the sand became a solid stone form there, but it's just this smooth, almost polished marble in certain areas. And you spot kind of around a curve of one of these a little bit of an inlet where you think might be a good place to there's a number of like overhang, and there's this actually large rock structure that juts out kind of like almost like a land bridge, just with trees and sharp rocks on the top of it, that you think you could sail through and find a nice kind of hiding place
Okay.
out of sight for your ship.
I indicate that by going, ooh, ooh, and pointing.
Ren rolled a natural 1 on his perception check, so I'm going to say he doesn't notice that. But with Silas's help, translating a bit, he's like, "Oh yeah, that should be in that spot." Begins turning the not the mast, the helm.
There it is.
Oh,
Does Ren look worried? Does that natural 1 kind of show to the rest of the
You can make an insight check if you'd like to. This wouldn't be from his. That was his perception check. He rolled a natural 1 on it.
Insight is 18.
Yeah, he rolled a natural 2 on that one.
He's not fighting, right?
Ren looks very nervous. You all know that this is like at least from what he's told you, this is like a fabled land to his people. No one ever comes this far. They go like maybe 2 miles offshore from where Willisden is and do their fishing, and then they come back. But you've done a 3-hour trek across the sea to this island, and he has this kind of mixed look of fascination and sheer horror. Like, he is kind of thrilled, but also terrified to be here. He's seeing something that maybe no one has ever seen before, which I think most of you probably know not to be true. But to him, this is uncharted territory.
He's Moana now.
Yeah.
I'll tell him.
Yeah.
There's no telling how far he'll go. He does, however, pull in and has you all help hoist the sails and tie them off as he and Genevieve, actually probably Silas and Genevieve in tandem, kind of weigh anchor and begin turning the crank and lowering it down. As there's not a dock to moor on, obviously.
I'm right here.
There's no dock on which to moor, but the anchor should be enough to keep the ship at least in the same general vicinity, and you're far enough out from the land bridge that it's not going to like slam into any stone or anything like that.
Okay.
All right, well, we got 2 lifeboats. I figure you can take one, get you to shore. I'll stay with the ship, and I'll just wait here until your business is done. You said 6 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that gonna be a problem to wait that long?
Nah. I mean, before I moved to Williston, I was a merchant captain on a ship. We go from Waterdeep to Gold Run on the regs, so I'm used to spending days at sea. It's no big deal. The sea's a little different, but maybe it's calmer closer to shore. Who fucking knows?
We did get a bit from those skeletons that we could maybe shoot you away for your days not fishing.
Yeah, I think I'd appreciate that. Yeah. I'll probably also do some fishing because I got maybe 4 days rations.
If you got anything especially weird, well, you have to show us.
All right.
If it's like really weird, like if it has a human butt and human teeth, I want to see it.
Okay. I only seen something like that once, but sure, I'll hold on to it for you.
Like with butt cheeks.
Yeah. 2 like bulbous, pads.
Cheeks?
This place is fucked up.
We call them fish cakes.
No.
Fish cakes.
Yeah.
Is that musculature?
No, I mean it's just what we call the fish.
Well, right, but I mean, what makes the cheeks of a fish? Right, like.
Oh yeah.
Fat
I mean it was like muscle and fat.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty tender once you cook it up. It still had scales though. It wasn't like human flesh. But it was like a human shape.
It wasn't like
Right, yeah.
human skin on, but like
No, yeah.
the rest of it is scales.
Anything
it's not
can have a
some
butt.
sort of fucked up mermaid.
Okay.
Anyway, I hate knowing that.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bad example, but it gets that bad.
Yeah, I mean if you can call it bad, sure.
No, I feel bad about it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. So, I guess we're going exploring.
Fish cakes. Like you have like a name for it, and you said you've only seen it once.
I'm just gonna grab Silas by the steer him off the boat.
Yeah, so you all load up onto the little skiff and lower yourselves. Actually, Ren would lower you down into the sea as you all begin making your way towards the actual shore of Róvengül. As you get closer, you can see there are not only different sizes of trees, vastly different sizes of trees along the shoreline. There's a little bit of beach between the tree line, but you can see vast different types of trees. You see ferns and birch trees, oak trees, maple trees, all different colors of leaves and different types of trees that shouldn't that you've never seen existing this near each other. As you get closer, you can see that the beautiful white sand that surrounds the island itself, that holds the island itself, is this beautiful, glinting white, almost like tiny shards of glass. And in other areas is solid marble with these kind of black veins that run through it. You can hear the sound of waves gently crashing against the shore, and you see little sandpiper birds running along the shore and plucking at clams beneath the sand's surface as the waves wash out and wash back up.
What's the teeth situation on the sandpiper birds?
Make a perception check.
Human.
I didn't say anything. I'm not going to load the DM gun.
You did say teeth.
Which they wouldn't have.
Yeah. I'm just asking a question here. I want to know more about the world. What I mean. You said perception.
Yeah.
That's 25.
25.
I raised
He
one of
grabs
these
one of these
birds.
birds.
Now you see
Just
them.
a human ass.
You see a group of them, maybe 40 feet down the shore from where you are, and no teeth on the birds that you can see.
Sorry.
However, first behind you, you hear this kind of like snapping sound, just this kind of dull. You kind of like, turn around for a second, turn back and look at the sandpipers, and notice there's a few fewer of them. And then you watch as a couple of them run past a bit of marble onto sand and begin pecking at the sand, and the sand itself seems to close up, and then there's this strange kind of stone structure that seems to form around them before shaking and digging itself back into the sand. Gets maybe 4 or 5 sandpipers.
Silas Cakes, Titan. A lot. A whole bunch. Okay, so the area that was that defined or was that like hidden? Is there like...
It was definitely in an area that was sand and not marble.
Okay. Okay.
But it's pretty splotchy, so...
Yeah. Silas Cakes tight. It very slowly turns around. It's, sand's bad. Sand's bad for the birds.
Sun's bad for the birds.
Sand's bad for the birds.
Sun's bad for
Isn't
the
that
birds.
bad? You get used to
Alright, it's a
that.
riddle. Okay.
I'm gonna pick up a
sun's
rock
bad.
and I'm gonna throw it in another area of the sand after that thing sinks in.
Okay, roll a d100.
Okay. 88. That's the highest I've ever rolled.
Nice.
88. It's a good year.
Grand year. Great year to be alive.
Out of curiosity,
Against your will.
you don't have stones in the boat.
Well, just like anything around.
What do you have on you?
We're on the ground. Oh!
No, you're still in a skiff. You're like just
Oh.
pulling up onto the beach.
Oh, even worse.
Don't
Throw your
most
money.
of our packs come with ball
Yeah,
bearings?
I throw money at it. Yeah.
Okay, a handful of coins, just kind of, or like a pouch.
Sure.
All right, how much wealth do you want to throw?
Fuck it, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's in that pouch? Can I roll another deal?
If you'd like to.
Why would you want that? Why would it be that high?
It's gotta be heavy.
Frivolity. That's been the character trait that we've all shared for sure.
I'm just asking how much Silas wants to spend on this.
Let's say 10 gold pieces in a small pooch.
Yeah, for sure. You toss a small pouch of 10 gold pieces and it just kind of onto the beach. You all watch as Silas throws a bag of money at the island.
I'm not
Are
afraid.
you-
Something came up and ate a bunch of birds.
At this point, Pippin stands and kind of hops out into the waves,
don't
grabs
touch-
the edge of the boat.
The sand on the beach. Like, noun's probably fine, but
How am I not supposed to touch? We gotta get on the shore.
No, I just
Does
saw-
somebody want to help me pull?
I'll hop out onto the.
Okay. Can I have you roll a d1 as well?
Oh no.
He's not telling us this number,
Whoa.
which is fun.
33?
33? Okay. Yeah, the two of you hop out, grab the edges of the skiff, and pull it up onto the sands until you hear that kind of like grainy dragging, knowing that you've reached a patch of marble. It's just kind of up onto this stone portion of beach. and get the skiff fully out of the water so that it's not going to wash away at this point.
I'm crazy. We've all agreed that, but I've thrown coins on the ground for a reason, is what I want to say.
Are you
I will go get the coins.
okay? Grab it, make your way over.
What do you
pick
do?
up the
Can I
coins.
see where?
You can add 10 gold to your inventory.
Can I see where if there's like a tide line or if it's like at its highest point right now?
Make a survival check.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Oh, good.
7. You don't see any tide lines or anything, which leads you to believe that this is probably high tide.
Seems like a good spot. So we're on a patch of stone with the little boat guy.
Yeah, this kind of smooth marble, maybe 10 feet by 10 feet.
Okay.
So,
No, I mean, if we're not going to... I just made it up. It was funny, right? I made it up. But a thing came from the ground and ate a gaggle of birds. But sure, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Well, you
that's not
didn't
what
mention that part. You
didn't
just said
express all of that.
you said the sand was funny. Oh no, you said the sand was
I
bad.
said something ate the birds. I'm not insane.
Oh,
Why
I
would
missed
throw
that. I'm
coins at
sorry.
this? I said something came up and I did this. I remember I did this because I was holding an oar. Then I stopped and I did this.
Right.
Is it hot out here?
It is a
it
little
is.
warm.
It's Feltern.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do a little tiptoe off the sand.
if we can find
Pippin also just like trepidatiously goes back to the marble section.
can find the areas that are marble and just try to, run, like the sand is lava.
How big was it?
Can I just like do a height, like based on what
Yeah.
it was?
So, like maybe. Oh, like how tall
Yeah.
the stone was? Yeah, it's like maybe this tall. Like that.
Like, is the table the ground,
The shadow.
or is the ground the ground? And you're
Oh
measuring.
no.
Does
So, yeah.
it come
So,
up
like,
to your head?
No.
or-
This high off the ground, roundabouts, about
Okay.
that wide around.
I couldn't see your bottom hand from the screen,
Ah,
so you're
I
like
see.
like this. Like,
Yeah, I'm conferring.
it's like this big.
I'm conferring with my shadow on the sides.
Yeah.
Like about that.
Your shadow's doing this.
No.
yeah, the shadow kind of stretches sometimes.
How much
Seems larger.
space do we have to clear from stone to like normal dirt ground? Like further inland.
Not beach.
You'd have to get to not beach. You'd have to get to the tree line, which is about 60 feet.
Okay, so where is the next marble piece? Like, how far away is it from us?
The next marble chunk is 20 feet away from you.
All right.
Does anyone need any help or anything?
How long were the birds on the ground before it came out of the sand?
I wasn't really watching the birds for that long, but there were a small group of them.
Okay.
Maybe the coins weren't bird enough.
Can I bonus action shift
Absolutely.
and I would like to run to the next marble piece
Okay.
and then turn and watch the sand.
Yeah, you book it shifted to the next chunk of marble. Go ahead and roll a d100.
33 didn't do it. Right? 30 something?
Didn't
He's using our low rolls against us.
Yeah, it's the 25. I'm feeling it. 25.
58.
58. You run as fast as you can, which is very fast, to the next patch of marble and kind of slide across it almost to the edge. And as you do, are like turning around and looking behind you, and you see a little bit of sand that you kicked up still settling. But other than that, nothing.
Okay, next. Come on.
I'm going to follow those footsteps. And not shifting, Pippin is going to go at a normal fast pace and follow, to the best of his ability, your exact path.
You said high noon?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to reach down and grab my shadow and try to get to the shadow of the tree line.
Yeah, 60 feet away.
Yeah.
You can absolutely do that.
Sorry. Just like...
How, like, okay, obviously they're medium creatures. Do Genevieve and Aurora look like relatively light medium creatures?
Genevieve does for sure. I won't speak for Aurora.
Relatively. I don't know.
Genevieve is a
Can I
slight
try-
elven
Can I
physique.
just try and like lift both of them like sacks of potatoes?
Yeah, go ahead and
real
make an
fast?
athletics check. I'm gonna say you're gonna want to beat a 16.
19.
19? Absolutely. Lifting both Genevieve and Aurora, Rabbit also trails behind along.
No, I am going to step of the wind and then unfurl my wings.
Ah.
And even at the half speed that would take me, my step of the wind still makes my walking speed 55. So I'll get to that 55 and then just kind of huck them the rest of the way, and then I'll walk 5 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. And barely, like, you don't even really touch the sand as the wings unfurl from behind you and you just guide over the sand to basically to the edge of the tree line.
I look over at Pippin and I go, well,
You two want help?
Wow. I'll go first this time.
I wish
we can go together.
I wish I could take someone with me.
I can
feel
come
like-
back.
I feel like our chances are better if we go one by one, because if we go together, it could get both of us.
But if it only got a few birds, if it gets like somebody's leg, then someone's right there to help you out. You know what I mean?
That's true. But what if there's bigger ones?
That's
Maybe
true.
it gets
Okay,
both of our
sure.
legs.
I'll follow you.
I could try to distract them. I could try to grab like a stick and just like hit the sand further from them.
Beating on the sand. Okay. All right, here goes nothing. And Pippin takes off. I will roll this in the open. To the best of my ability, let me use a D100. We can actually see the
You
numbers.
roll a D100 at advantage.
Your light stand is getting a little knocked around.
Behind the scenes.
My tavern stand.
I was gonna get scared if it fell. So.
My sconce.
94.
Hey,
Highest I've ever
Pips.
rolled on a D100. Pippin books it across, makes it. Yeah, the next patch of marble meets with the tree line. So yeah, he makes it all the way, turns and looks at you, Cholula. Just follow in my footsteps.
High five, Pips.
He high fives you back.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, no need to roll.
Hitting the ground.
Following Pippin's footsteps,
Caveman activated.
you encounter no creatures in the sand. A little crab does skitter along your path as you go, though. Hard to see at first. It's strange. It's like this little, like, you know those kind of white crabs that are on beaches around the Gulf of Texas? The Gulf of Mexico, I should say. Where am I?
Of Texas.
What's
Gulf of Texas.
It's like that, but on the underside, you can see as it kind of like raises up its claws as it's running by in front of you. It's got like a blue underside. It's kind of like
How big is it?
cerulean. It's
Is it still like those little tiny babies?
yeah.
Okay, so
It's like
not
yeah,
worth
it's like
eating.
maybe 3 inches across.
Okay.
I don't know.
It'd be a snack for one of you.
Like a little.
I don't know how soft that shell is.
Y'all be. Okay.
Yeah, he's carrying a mango.
Do whatever.
Like, if someone allergic to shell, y'all can eat them whole.
Yeah.
So
Some
you
of
just
them.
pop them in.
Some of them.
Yeah.
The soft shell ones.
Yeah.
It's not like I
Great.
don't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like if you left a sunflower seed in your mouth for a long time, you're like, I'll just eat the whole thing now. That's what it's kind of like. I wish I was kidding.
Never mind. Okay, this is a conversation for a different time.
No, Silas says that canon.
What about the booty tube? They're about tube.
It's fine. It's cooked out. You can boil a booty tube.
The poop shoot, you mean?
A lot of times with shellfish, they'll kind of soak them in water for a period of time before, and they
They
excrete
filter.
before they cook.
The more you know.
And then you suck your head.
This is gonna be the animatic somebody makes. Like, of all the cool shit we've done, this is like just us like, oh yeah. You eat poop.
You can boil the poop shoot. Cholula, with your passive perception, as you're making your way to the tree line, you can see where the sand gives away to kind of sandy dirt. Just at the edge of the tree line, you see a bony hand that juts up from the sand, kind of curled and clenched.
So, okay, here's a question.
Okay, I know nothing happened, but
No,
it was a
no,
safe
no,
and
no.
sorry. I saw
Separate-
something.
Separate idea. Do y'all think that that's somebody that got buried here? Or do you think it's a trap? Like, should we arm wrestle it or stay away from
You
it?
think someone buried that person?
Oh, those are
Well, they
only
got-
two options. What if we like
Yeah,
poked it with a stick?
Yeah, we could.
Yes.
We could do. Can I just take my quarterstaff
Wait.
and?
I take out another bit of gold.
Oh, that could work
Did
actually.
you grab your gold off of the...
That
Wait,
one did.
are we within 30 feet of this bony hand creature?
Yeah, it's 20 feet away.
Okay. So
It looks to be humanoid.
can I use one of the charges for the Medallion of Thoughts to scan and see if the creature has thoughts?
Nice.
If they have, I can't detect them if they have an intelligence of 3 or lower.
Right. But you can detect them if they have an intelligence. What is the range on that?
30 feet.
Is it like a radius? Or a diameter? Or is it just like kind of go out from you
Choose a
once?
target or something.
Oh, like an area?
Yeah, I guess I'm asking if you have to target a specific...
You can also, but you can't see.
Seems like it's specific. Right? Like,
I don't
30 feet
actually-
from you. It just says 30 feet from you, so I
Does
don't
it
know
say,
if
does
it's
it
a
say
radius.
a creature?
Focus your mind on any creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
Okay. So yeah, you focus your mind on this creature's hand. And you
we're all
get...
just squabbling.
and no thoughts return.
Okay. I don't think it's alive. I don't. Okay, so if it is of like a relative intelligence, I could sort of pick it up. I don't think it's really anything. I think it's just there.
In the sand?
It's in the dirt.
Is it
okay.
holding
It's like just at the edge of the tree line.
Is it holding something?
It is clutched, clenching.
Can I?
Would you like to investigate?
Yeah.
I
Make
want
an
to
investigation check.
chalantly walk over to it.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
as you do, Rabbit goes up beside you. I will say, since Rabbit, you spoke first, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Extra chalant.
19.
You really just had to get married.
19.
That was it.
You just gotta get married.
You see, kind of just at the edge of the fist, and through the fingers a bit, which have withered a bit, and it is leathery skin is all that clings to this bony hand, and you just see the edge of a bit of parchment that appears to be clutched within the fist.
Alright, well, I don't want that to rip if this thing decides that it's alive.
This all seems a bit too perfect, right? Like,
What if I
we
just...
know who we're dealing with on this island, right?
Can I just take my spear and just, like, chop that hand off from a distance?
Yeah, absolutely. Make an attack roll.
Classic. Party being too cautious about an inanimate object. It was a mimic.
It eats your spear.
Just
21.
21? Yeah, absolutely. No need to roll damage. You... the hand.
I, like, catch the hand.
Yeah, you catch it before it hits the sand.
Alright.
It's still closed, but you're holding it
It
now.
has a note,
Okay.
okay.
Can I,
but it can't attack us now.
I'm gonna break the fingers off so I can get the parchment out without ripping it.
Okay. Yeah, make a medicine check.
Okay.
Medicine no, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
This hand has been truly slighted.
No, it's fine.
That's a natural 8.
That is a 31.
Oh! That's
31.
fake.
I have expertise in sleight of hand.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We're level 9! Where is that gonna go?
Only upward from here. Go ahead, and if you guys wouldn't mind directing your attention to the Watching Arcanarama live thread
What?
of our Discord channel,
What?
which you can join through the About section right here.
I haven't joined. How do I do that?
You go to the About section and click on Discord, and if you have a Discord and are connected to it on the device that you're using, you're in.
The last message I see is I need to know if they have crab cakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I haven't sent it yet.
Oh,
Find,
okay.
scrawled on a bit of parchment, an incomplete map of some of the surrounding landscape.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's like a big fart.
I will go ahead and let you know.
I think it's a tree.
Actually, go ahead and make another survival check.
Okay.
That was also me delaying so that I could like have the reveal and hopefully it show up for the delay of the stream in the Discord at the same time.
For sure. I was hoping we would read the crab cakes comment because it was good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
We'll let you know if we have crab cakes.
Yeah.
If the crab that was scuttling.
If the crab be caken, I think is what it
You didn't get a look at it from
Is
behind.
Yeah.
dummy thick.
I hope that you check out the asses of every creature
It is.
you encounter on this island.
It is a soft shell.
What did you roll for
24.
24? Cholula, I will say on a 24, you get the idea based off of this map. Whoever this hand belonged to, or whoever scribed this map, they seem to have taken great care to make sure that it is accurate. They seem to have sailed the perimeter of the island to get an idea of the perimeter of the island. Mm-hmm. However, you can also tell that the area that you're in appears to be this little cove kind of down here. Now that I'm looking at it, the weird like dog head's penis.
Why?
Wait, the little taily bit?
Yeah, the little taily bit is the cove that you are currently standing in the tree line of. So the markings on this map are not depicting any areas in your vicinity.
There's not a "you are here" or "my hand was here."
Correct.
Okay.
But based on the kind of layout of the coastline that you have seen from pulling in and your survival check, you get the sense that that is where you are positioned. So whoever was marking this map and creating it didn't get here while they were alive and marking this map.
Is that a book?
It looks like a book. I was going to say, how big is
Okay.
this map?
Aurora, I'm gonna hand Aurora.
The map, it was kind of like crushed up in the person's hand. When you unfold it, it's maybe 7 inches by 10 inches.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand
What the other?
map to Aurora,
Okay.
and then I would like to start digging up the rest of this guy and see what he's got on him.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'll help digging.
For sure. You can have advantage as Silas helps you out.
Good start.
19.
19, not bad. As you continue digging, you find, however long this body has been here, the clothing has long degraded. It's just kind of leathery, almost mummified remains. But the weird thing is that as you dig, some of the bones kind of separate. It is not all, this person is not all one piece anymore. However, you find an extra kind of, whatever this arm bone is, I forget the name of.
Humorous.
Yes, you find an extra humerus bone, and then another. And looking out, you notice the kind of bumpy landscape of this particular section of forest, maybe about 500 square feet, as you kind of fan out and investigate the area. You could estimate there are probably hundreds of bodies here.
Shit.
You can see in certain areas just the skulls poke up from the sand, very shallowly buried, not with care.
Does there seem?
But they do seem like someone buried them, like dug a hole and put him in, kind of situation.
At least threw sand on top.
Okay.
It was very shallow.
It wasn't like a natural sort of occurrence.
Correct.
Okay.
On a 19, you rolled a 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a 19, you also notice that as you get further inland and away from shore, the bodies appear to be slightly fresher. Not fresh by any means.
Mm-hmm.
However, some of them still have clothing intact. You notice weathered leather armors and degrading bits of common clothes. But most prevalent are these white linens that are emblazoned on the chest and the back with just this dark black circle. Aurora, could I have you and you alone make a history check, please?
Would it be possible to take one of those linens? Or at least
Yeah.
the linens leading up to the circle, and I'll just bag that.
Absolutely.
Uh, 17.
17. You know this mark well, because you wore it for a brief period. You know that this is the mark of an apostate, someone who has left the light of the silver flame. However, you had a hunch that these people might have been being gotten rid of. And again, you're not from Róvengül, but you know how the silver stake operates. And you know that when someone is marked as an apostate, they are cast out from society. The assumption there is that they are just banished from the community and can't return. But now some of your fears are kind of being substantiated.
Do any of the bodies look like weird? Like experimented on type of weird?
On a 19 investigation, some of the bodies that don't bear the mark, that are just wearing regular common clothes or adventurer's clothes, do have some strange deformities. There are elongated bones in certain areas. There are skulls that seem like wavy almost, warped, like they began to melt and then rehardened. There are a number of strange deformities.
Hmm. I'm gonna point out that specific type of thing. I suppose we know who put these here.
Right. I was taking a bit of evidence.
So I've noticed that as we kind of go along this direction, they seem to be newer. Do we want to follow that? And maybe find some stake?
Yeah. What is our plan? As I thought we were going to scope out the arena, but I'm seeing a book here on this map.
Well, that's why I started digging. I was hoping that maybe they picked up the book and had it on them. But if the stake got to them, they probably would have taken anything they had on their
Or
person.
it's likely that whatever that book is something that this person buried.
Oh,
Right.
Could be very useful.
could be.
What was that note that we had? All of those capitalized words. We had like the lantern and things. But was there anything that could have been a book?
That was the note that you found in the burned out tanning mill
Yeah.
outside of Great Talon. Which I would imagine one of you still is holding on to, right?
I don't have the note, but I wrote those things down
I don't think
somewhere.
I kept the note either.
If you guys would like, I can just read it to you.
Yeah, do that.
If you have it,
Oops,
yeah.
I'm so
I did write down like the capitals, but I'm really bad at keeping those this session, like this whole game. I like writing numbers apparently.
Part of that is like it changes.
Darkhide Mill, that's where it was.
I thought I had it down.
That was further back than I'm giving it credit for.
You found
Lantern, Elder, Embers
a bit of
destroyed.
parchment that read, "Our experimentation has taken an unexpected turn. Without the inhalant, we must adapt our techniques. A new subject has been acquired. You will join us at the Lantern as we shift our efforts to the Elder. Arriving with this letter is transport for Subject 17. Once you and the subject have departed, have the Embers destroy all evidence of your experiments. They must not leave a single trace. I look forward to meeting where knowledge and magic collide. Together, we shall breed a new era of faith in science."
Knowledge and magic.
That would be the school.
Right. So do we want to scope out the tree, or do we want to go to the book?
It doesn't look like the book and the tree are that far apart.
It's hard to say. Can I kind of gather a scale of this map by looking at the cove, the little dog penis cove that you described?
Yeah, I mean, uncharted lands, you can name things whatever you want. Go ahead and make...
Aurora, put that down. Dog penis.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay. These are not great. These are +3.
That's not terrible.
What's that?
Oh, is that a 1?
Yeah.
Oh, you never roll those. Oh.
Yeah. Well, this is the second time I've rolled a 1 with that one. Oh. Is there a jail around? It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be.
If you can make it in, it'll
doing
give you
fine.
good luck.
Oh, that might break the jail.
It's gonna be loud.
Oh.
So you have to stop moving it.
It's so loud.
What did it land on, though?
I think that was punishment enough.
Yeah.
It's like right under your little table here. The little one.
Oh, it's cocked.
It would be.
Between a 13 and a 5.
Oh, that's not bad. I could live with that.
Natural 1. It is hard to tell.
It's a 4.
The map is pretty... It is detailed, but you get the sense that some of the scaling might be a little off.
Right. So let's head to the book first. Let's just keep... Let's be alert, right? It could be worse here than it was in the forests out there. Not just people sleeping under lakes or whatever. Like, it could be worse.
We should probably keep tight sleeping shifts.
Right. For
Nobody up too long.
certain. Do we have any more of those? No. We don't.
What?
Good and evil.
Oh,
It's fine.
not yet. I can sort of do it.
Don't worry about it. It's a bit past midday. Should be good. Heading in then?
Heading in? Yes. Aurora, do you feel comfortable sort of filling this map out a bit more as we go?
Yeah.
I know I just sort of handed it to you, but I saw what you did with the other map.
No, I actually really like these.
Okay, good.
Is there any way you can designate, like, I've added to this, like when you find something like that, like the primary document?
I can maybe write in a different color.
No,
I have blue and I have green.
Oh, maybe
Green.
Oh, green.
Sure.
So, out of curiosity, I think I just missed this when you guys were talking. Are you heading northwest to the book marked on the map, or are you headed
To the book.
Okay,
We're going to the book.
wonderful.
You did it.
Could I have one of you please roll me a d6?
Kitty. Okay. 6.
6. All right.
Dinosaur.
It's bees.
7 T-Rexes.
But very small.
As you all travel to the northwest, Pippin and Genevieve staying close, you traverse some of the strangest forests that any of you have ever encountered. And that's saying something, because rabbits grew up in an area surrounded by red pine trees. You see trees of all different kinds and sizes, and at a certain point, it's almost like each tree, though clearly they seem to be natural. They appear as manicured and specific as little miniature like bonsai trees, but on a much larger
Like
scale.
little topiaries?
Yeah, but huge. Yeah. These massive kind of like gnarled and twisted trees with different colored palms and fronds all over them. There are these massive flowers that are sprouting in different areas, and as you get close to them, they actually close up and kind of recede into themselves. You reach another area where the grass actually gives way to you like have this strange kind of like crunching texture under your feet, and look down and realize that there are green feathers littering the ground in this area.
Pick some up.
Yeah, you reach down and pluck some, and yeah, there's like a little quill at the end. There are feathers.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab like a handful and put them in my bag.
Yeah.
Like not on the ground, but like coming from the ground.
Growing from the ground. There's resistance when you go to pluck it.
How large is this area?
With the feathers specifically?
Yeah.
Maybe 100 feet diameter.
Okay.
Can I take a dart and kind of poke where she picked out a feather?
Yeah.
Is it a chicken?
You go and you poke into the ground. A little bit of dirt gives way. No blood or anything.
Sorry, I had this weird vision. So you might want to mark down not bird area.
Yeah, can I get like a general mental guess of where Featherland?
Oh, where it would fall on the map? Yeah. Just south of the farthest right part of palm trees, that little line next to the hills. About the width of those trees. So I can show you. These trees right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a circle about yay wide there.
Technology.
Yeah. I wish I had thought about it. I should have sent this picture to Robbie so we could have it up.
Well, you just have to join the Discord.
Yeah. Haha, there's a link in the About section. I mentioned it earlier.
As you continue reaching the edge of the feather grass, you find yourself back onto regular grass, and the trees become more and more sparse as you find yourself coming upon these rolling hills. And I mean quite literally rolling hills. Very slowly, the hills seem to be shifting, almost like water. Your minds call back to an area just outside of Waterdeep that I don't think any of you have been to, but you would all be aware of, known as the Hillock Sea in Windfell.
Just those two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just the two of you, Cholula and Silas. You recall hearing stories of some sort of wild magic surge or incident that happened in the past there that caused the ground to flow like the sea for months at a time before solidifying back into ground. But here, it seems that we're still in the liquid stage. It is solid ground that you stand on, but it is very strange feeling it shift and move beneath you. You find yourself kind of like raised up for a couple of moments before going gently back down. Not raging like waves of a sea or anything, but just almost like a gentle ocean surface with a thin layer of earth on top of it.
What's the fauna like?
You can make a perception check if you like, but I will say you haven't noticed any wildlife, any obvious wildlife up to this point. Is that a natural 20?
Yeah.
You can do one or the other.
One or the other.
Only those two.
I got a 17 on that.
17.
I'll choose those ones. Perfect timing.
Silas, on a natural 20, Cholula, well, we'll do Cholula first. You notice you have not heard the chirping of birds. You haven't seen so much as a squirrel leaping from tree to tree. There doesn't appear to be any wildlife, at least in this area.
Okay.
Silas, as you guys are walking, kind of looking down, you notice what looks to be like an old animal carcass of some kind. It's hard to tell what it is from here. Maybe some type of wolf, maybe a deer, some sort of like medium-sized creature that has long died. Not long died, but is decaying.
Mm-hmm. Like what in the Fox video? Like how many seconds into the...
Right when the skin starts to open up. So there's still fur, but like bone is also protruding.
Yeah, it's like a stadium in there.
Yeah. You kind of make a note of that and continue on your way. You notice another one. And another one. And it seems like every couple feet there's a carcass of a different, varying state of decay.
Same type of animal, though?
Different types of animal, all different kinds. You see one that looks like maybe it was a squirrel, a couple of field mice, something larger. Again, hard to make out because it's just kind of like a lump at this point with some bones and fur, unless you'd like to investigate further.
Yeah, I'll go to a larger one and look for reasons as to why it died.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation. Or no, make a medicine check, actually.
16.
16, not bad. You can tell that this appears to be the carcass of a young direwolf. You can see some of these bony protrusions had always been bony protrusions, even in the creature's life. Looking over, you don't see any type of, like, knife wounds. There's no marks on the bones that indicate any type of slashing or piercing weapon felled this creature. You don't see any tears in the hide, other than where it has kind of naturally decayed.
Anything like around the respiratory, like the mouth or nose?
You do notice, investigating the skull area, which is a pretty large skull. Looking around, the leaves around the mouth are kind of stuck together, and some of them are kind of caked onto it as well. You get the sense that maybe it was something that it ingested. It seemed to have been potentially like foaming at the mouth. You're not sure if it was foamy, but there was some sort of discharge from the mouth before death that caused all of these things to kind of stick to it. As you're noticing this, Cholula and Rabbit, with your passive perceptions, you notice some dark storm clouds rolling in the sky above. Coming from the kind of northwest direction, headed south.
Quickly?
Relatively quickly, yeah. Like, have you ever been outside and...
This whole sequence is just Jurassic Park, right? I just went up to an animal that had some shit going on around its mouth, and then the storm starts rolling in, and now we're going to decide who takes the Jeeps back, right? No one else? Okay.
I've only seen it like once all the way through.
Oh, we should
It's
watch
not the right
party.
kind of plant, but she like grabs its tongue. Anyway, sorry.
I have no attention span for movies.
Could I have the two of you make a perception check?
Yes.
Give you the notice this.
I see Silas obviously checking out these mammals, right?
Yeah, he probably has all of you stop.
Yeah, I go into furrow mode and just walk away.
Can I tell if this is like ingestion or like rabid, as in like are these rabies? Is it rabies
Make a
or is
medicine
it like
Oh God, fantasy rape.
Make a medicine check, please.
23.
23.
13.
13, all right.
6?
6. Hard to tell. The body is so far decayed that any signs that you'd be able to pick up on are not present. Cholula, you notice that the clouds, it's not like when a typical storm rolls in. Typically, the entire sky darkens and the rain begins, so on and so forth. This is like a section of dark that seems to be almost spreading from cloud to cloud. Cloud cover has rolled in and kind of overcast the area, but it seems to be moving erratically. And then shifts. And it's almost like it seems to hone in on your position.
Okay. We should probably find shelter or something. Can I look around and see if there's like a cave or like somewhere to like dive in?
Yeah, make a perception check. Ashula is looking around.
I'm gonna do the same.
12.
12. Ashula, as you're looking around, you spot maybe about 100 feet away this kind of opening where these kind of stones are piled and there's a little bit of an area beneath that you think you could all fit.
There.
As you say this, I need everyone. Actually, no. I need probably Cholula and Silas to make a dexterity saving throw, and Genevieve as well.
Is this a taking half type of situation?
Potentially, because it's a dexterity save, so yeah.
Okay, I have one of the things.
You have a say.
Evasion.
Genevieve rolled a 4.
Yikes.
Oh, but she gets additions to that.
That's also a 12.
On a dexterity saving throw?
I rolled a 3.
Whoa.
Oof.
17.
Nice.
Do I get ADV on those?
Okay.
On effects that you can see while not blinding on dex?
Yeah, you would have advantage on that.
Would you believe it?
But
On a different die this time.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't had some action too.
ew. She's licking her toe beans. Getting them between those
Look at her
toes.
toes.
Why are you crying? I got
And don't
blow
forget
goodies.
about your evasion.
Yeah, Cholula, you have evasion.
Yeah.
I think Silas has evasion
Silas
too.
also has evasion.
So, Silas, you take no damage. However, Cholula, you failed your saving throw. As did Genevieve.
Does that mean I take half?
Yes.
Okay.
With evasion.
Does Genevieve have evasion?
Genevieve.
Theoretically.
She does.
Right, yeah.
So she
Rogue
will also take
assassin.
half damage.
Fuck. Yeah, dude. That was a lot of
Hell yeah.
dice shakes.
Oh, it's a lot of dice shakes.
Okay.
26 halved
In dice tomorrow.
to 13 points of lightning damage to Genevieve and Cholula as this lightning strikes into the ground, blasting all of you backward, and those of you who are thinking quickly on your feet roll out of the way. But it's strange. The lightning doesn't strike and then dissolve to thunder. It just stays put. Another strike behind you. This one not seemingly targeting anyone. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh, we're gonna fight a
Oh,
cloud.
we're fighting a cloud?
Cloud.
However, we're going to roll initiative when we come back from our first break. I know it's a little early on, but as we learned last time, you never know how long combat's going to take. So, we will be right back to enter for your chance to win the More Fun mini giveaway. I would love it if you guys would go ahead and type the word beach in the chat.
Let's go to the beach.
Beach. Minky Minjudge. Go ahead and type the word beach, B-E-A-C-H, in the chat to enter for your chance to win the More Fun mystery pre-painted mini giveaway.
Robbie reminded me it was backwards. Right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
Oh yeah, that's funny.
So I'll show you the back.
Wow.
It flips it, right? Wonderful. So enter for your chance to win. We will announce the winner when we come back from our break. It'll be about 20 minutes as we get things set up here, and then we will hop into combat.
I'm gonna eat a
So don't go away.
Don't.
Fuck. Yeah.
Don't.
Welcome back, everyone. We went ahead and rolled initiative and got everything set up off screen, except for the music, because I didn't think about it until right now. However, oh god, I should have said no when I was asked if I was ready. That's okay. I can use my whole brain. Up first, with a 30 on their initiative, is Pippin. Doesn't sound like that.
Pips.
Pips. All right.
Scotty. The University of Arkansas.
All right. Pippin, seeing these. So you all watch as these bolts of lightning shoot down from the sky, striking the ground, and instead of dissipating, they kind of flow from the sky into themselves, and they're just these kind of amorphous floating balls of lightning. Pippin looks around at all of you, sees that Cholula just got singed a little bit, Genevieve as well. He's going to shift with his bonus action. So he do. Yeah, we'll say that you guys have.
No. No. You have to go. You have to go away. You have to go.
Oh.
That never happens. So, Pippin's going to shift. We're going to say that you guys have had a short rest since you've been on the boat. However, not since you have been on the shore. So, Pippin's going to rush forward, shifted form, and he's going to pull out his rapier and attempt to stab Lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea,
Very
brother.
good idea.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dice, right. Hey, that is... yeah, that's a... Whatever 18 plus 9 is.
Oh, I have a quick question.
What's up?
Should we announce the giveaway?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
We should, because I said we would do that.
Yeah, so prepared.
Sorry.
What did you guys roll on your initiative?
You're so ready to fight.
I'm so
Pippin
ready.
had a 30. He had to go first.
Yeah, now, yeah, he got the surprise round.
Yeah.
Alrighty, the winner of the more fun mystery mini giveaway is Submerged in Stories. Congratulations, Submerged in Stories. Congratulations on your win. We will
Now you're
have
gonna be
these.
submerged in minis.
These will be sent out at the end of the month. Also, something that we wanted to note is that if you are an to us international viewer, if you are not located in the continental United States, we're gonna try and hold those prizes and ship them out in bulk together. Because it is very expensive to ship things internationally right now, and we don't make a lot of money to do that here. However, we will send those out, and at the end of the month, I know that you're in the US, so look forward to that. I'm going to go ahead and archive this giveaway, and we're going to go ahead and set up the next giveaway, which is this lovely set of Fantasy Forge dice. I think I've been calling them the Wild Shores dice.
Ooh.
I don't remember if that's what I said or not.
I'm trying to remember the thumbnail.
Go ahead and type the word lightning in the chat.
Lightning.
That's lightning, not ka-chow or any other variation. Sorry, I've been hanging out with my nephew a lot, and he loves everything about cars. So go ahead and type the word lightning in the chat to enter for your chance to win this lovely set of Fantasy Forge dice, and we will announce the winner closer to the end of the stream, but maybe not right at the end of the stream, so you're going to have to stay tuned to find out if you won.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you've got to be a follower to be able to win, and you can't be from Quebec because take it up with your government.
Right.
You know, through the proper channels.
Yeah. Right your French Congress.
Also, I want to give a couple quick shout outs to Avenging Penguin, resubscribed for 9 months. That's pretty much as long as we've been doing this. Thank you so much, Avenging Penguin. He says, "Hello, adventurers. I hope all your vibes be good."
Aw,
Well,
thanks, Penguin.
Uh,
Should hope harder.
And another shout out to Rostone66, who was subscribed for 8 months. Rostone says, "Woo!"
Just like that.
Thank you guys so much. We very much appreciate that. And it helps us get the prizes to you.
Rostone is threatening us with a visit, sort of.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I don't think that's a threat. I think that's a promise.
She's outside.
Time for crime.
All right, so Pippin rolled an 18 on his attack. I still didn't do the math in this time. 18 plus 9 is that
27.
Yeah, that sounds right. Rad. So,
Yeah.
Pippin, where are you? There you
8 plus 8 is 16.
are. 8 plus, because he has 3 allies within threatening range, he gets to add his sneak attack.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 d6, and a d8 for the rapier.
Ooh.
fuck.
Uh-oh.
Don't.
Dude.
Really low roll. That's going to be 12 to hit. Sorry, 12 damage, not 12 to hit.
Oh.
I just realized we can't hit this enemy more than one time.
Lightning never strikes twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Technically, that means that this enemy cannot hit us more than
Put that
once.
popsicle stick away.
You watch as, even with his silvered rapier, as Pippin strikes through, it does flicker a bit where he stabs, but it doesn't seem perturbed in any way by the strike. He already used his bonus action to shift, so he's going to stay put without risking an opportunity attack. That ends Pippin's turn and brings us to Rabbit.
Yeah, okay. Can I turn on this one, I assume represented by a horse?
Yes. Yeah, I don't have blob of lightning.
I don't need to be right up on it.
Okay. Heading towards it.
And if I could go ahead and dragon breath that guy.
Fuck yeah, dude. What is the... I mean, I'm sure it hits, but what is the radius on that?
Oh, that is a 20-foot cone. It needs to make a save. A dex save.
Yeah, it's absolutely in there. Dexterity saving throw. Uh, 18.
Oh, that does save. Alright.
Does it take half damage or anything?
Oh, it does!
Nice.
Would you look at that? I don't use this a lot.
That's totally fair.
Okay, so that is 6 points of radiant damage, half to 3 points.
Nice. Not bad.
And Pippin stabbed the lightning with a sword, right?
Yeah, he did.
And Pippin seems fine? Alright, I'm gonna go spear this lightning up here. I'll get close to it now.
This one?
Oh.
Is the breath weapon your bonus action?
It can be one of my attacks.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Boom. 16? Right? No, 15.
15 just hits.
Woo! That is 10 points of damage.
Nice.
10 points of piercing.
Your spear is not magical, correct?
It is silvered.
It's silvered. Cool. Awesome. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
All right. Similarly to Pippin, you notice even with your weapon silvered,
Bless you.
it does not appear like it striking into this strange blob-like entity. It does appear to take some sort of damage. It kind of slows and flickers a bit, but not as much as you. There's not as much force behind it as you think.
Okay.
Does that end your turn, Rabbit?
I'll go ahead and burn a key point in bonus action, flurry of blows. I'll just tuck my spear away and give it a good kick with my magic feet.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That is 2 18s plus 8.
26.
Thank you. 26.
26, absolutely.
Great. That is radiant damage if it matters. So that's 9. 17 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
That will end my turn.
Hell yeah. And as you strike it with your fists, your magical fists, you actually feel connection.
Oh, okay.
Fuck yeah. That's super rad. Ending Rabbit's turn, that brings us to Cholula.
Okay.
Is there a way for me to be positioned close to the baddie, but not within 5 feet of my comrades?
From this position, I don't think so. Not this one, at least. If you wanted to run over to this one, on the other side of it from Rabbit, they do take up about 10 feet of space themselves.
Those are your prizes.
Yeah.
They're for our viewers.
All this time to break into the goods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plastic? I'll eat that.
These creatures are large, so they are 10 feet in diameter. So if you got to the other side of one from Rabbit, absolutely. But this one is kind of surrounded on all sides by your friends anyway.
Okay. So,
But I will let you know, even with that rogue feature, you also have the base rogue feature as well, which is that if any of your friends are within a threatening distance of it and you hit with your attack, you get sneak attack damage.
well, I was thinking more about not hitting them.
Oh, I see.
With a
I got
thing.
you.
Okay, so then in that case, I am gonna bonus action send the dancing sword over to that horse.
That
Yeah.
horse.
Hell yeah.
I
Boom.
understand.
And smack it.
Yeah. Roll for smack.
I agree.
Smack a horse.
Smack.
That's what you get a nice sharp sword for. Good smack.
What?
That was a 21.
Dead eyes.
21 absolutely hits.
Sweat.
So do I.
I love you.
Is it because I'm not like 1 ton of being?
Yeah. And your face isn't.
It was like a 7 to me.
Like that, you know.
That's 6 points of
Doesn't-
damage.
That's because I got it
Damage.
pushed in.
Huh?
Nice. From this magical sword, it doesn't appear to take the full damage.
And then I'm going to pull my rapier as well and cast a green flame blade
Ooh.
and stab the one in front of me.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I say.
You go
I
next.
say.
I
Okay.
so say.
So that is a 19 plus 10. 29
Yeah, that
to
hits.
hit.
For sure.
Okay, so this would be sneak attack damage
Yes.
and okay. Sword is a D8 plus 6, and then sneak attack is 46. And then
No, it should be 5. You're level 9 now, right? Oh, no, you're level 8 rogue.
yeah, because
Gotcha.
my
That's sorceress.
powers. And then it's 1d8 fire damage from the green flame.
Okay, if you would, roll that d8 separately.
Okay.
So, give me the weapon damage first.
$27
Nice.
from the sword.
Oh, son, put.
And then 6 from flame blade.
Nice. Hell yeah. Similar story. As you slash through it, you can feel your sword passing through something. It's almost like it's like moving through a liquid almost. But then as you see the fire trails behind this green flame, that actually seems to singe it and it kind of recoils from that.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I think I would like to join Rabbit over there.
Okay.
If I can get to where I'm flanking, then I will. But I've already used my shift, so I only have 30 feet of movement right now.
Okay.
Sword.
You want to get up to Rabbit?
If I can get to the other side of the thing,
Easy enough.
cool.
You wouldn't be able to get all the way to the other side. This is what 30 feet looks like from where
But I
you were
can touch
standing.
his little nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get right up in
Feed him a
shit.
sugar cube.
As you rush away from the other one, it is going to take an attack of opportunity upon you.
It doesn't get attack of opportunity.
That's right, because you attacked it. Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's why you should
Bitch.
always know your character sheet, because I don't. Hell yeah. That ends Cholula's turn. And brings...
Also, its
Oh.
movement becomes 0, I think, or something.
What?
From the is that Sentinel?
That's if you are using your reaction.
If you
To attack.
if you hit it with an opportunity attack, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But good to know. Cholula's a sentinel. Hell yeah. That's going to bring us to Genevieve. Genevieve is going to stab lightning.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah,
We're all
fuck yeah,
doing
dude.
it.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. Come on, loser. Stab lightning.
21 to hit from Genevieve, which is not bad at all. That's going to do it. For 7 points of damage. She is not wielding a magical weapon. So that gets have 2, 3.
Is the poison count?
Poison don't do nothing.
You can't poison lightning?
Let me just check something really quickly.
We'll
No.
You
This
can check
creature
some-
does not appear affected at all by the
Actually,
poison.
if you check some Bob Seger lyrics, you could probably.
That's Bob Seger.
I don't even think it was relevant. I just saw a horse.
Oh.
What is that?
And then Genevieve.
I think you like horses.
Oh, she makes 2 attacks.
Little enemy.
I keep forgetting. She's not technically a rogue. She is an assassin.
She's rogue plus.
That's a natural 2. She misses her second attack.
Oh, blood.
Then,
Just rubbing her face on it.
oh, she's an assassin, so she has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn yet in combat.
Oh.
Like the lightning.
So that'll hit, and I'm going to roll again for the first one just to see if that would have been a crit. No. But her second attack does hit. So that's another 2 points of damage altogether.
Fuck yeah, get him,
We're
Genevieve.
chipping it away.
Hey, Lolly.
She just
All
wants
right.
those wires to smell like.
At the end of Genevieve's turn, she's going to stay put because she doesn't have any type of cunning action, unfortunately. Ending Genevieve's turn, that's going to bring us to Silas.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like spin around and try to do like that Mortal Kombat tripping motion with my leg. It's for flavor. I'm trying to kick it.
Yeah, kick it. Roll for
Kick
kick.
it. Kick it with your magic legs.
ADV.
Yeah, advantage because you're flanking with Pippin.
Wow. Well, would you look at that? With,
It's 2 tens.
18 on both.
Yeah, 18 hits both times.
Sweet.
Well, that hits for your first attack.
That is 7 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna punch it.
Yeah, punch it.
Magic hands.
Magic hands.
Magic legs. Magic arms.
That's 26.
Magic forearms, am I right?
So handsome.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
And that's 9 points of damage.
Nice. Not
My
bad
hands
at
are
all.
magic. And then I'm going to, after punching lightning, what is it like to punch it? What is it like to punch the lightning?
It's strange. It's as you go to punch, instinctively your shadow coats your fist, and it's as if your fist is in shadow, even though you're clearly standing in broad daylight currently. However, when it collides with the lightning, you can feel that impact as if you're hitting a creature. And you see as it kind of like gives and recoils, and you feel the tendrils, like you can see these little like lines of plasma that are kind of roiling, and you feel them like a net as you hit, and you also feel it having pain. You get the sense,
go, ooh,
like,
ow.
when you
It
punch
it
something,
recoils.
you can feel it, and you know that it can feel it as well.
Okay. That said, I'm going to take a step back and take a defensive stance with patient defense.
Hell yeah. Do you want to actually take a step back or no?
Cool. A step back within my 5-foot cube of allowance. That is.
Okay. That ends Silas's turn. I'm gonna make a note.
Yeah, I'm putting it over here.
Damage. All right.
Alright.
That brings us round to the enemies.
Oh.
Could I have Silas and Aurora make a wisdom saving throw?
$16.
16.
9.
Right. One success. Failure?
I don't know what he's gonna do.
Do we have to call it failure?
Can we call it? Didn't work.
Not wise.
Please call it a miss.
Silas, you feel this kind of tugging, and just in like the back of your head, almost like someone like places a hand around the back of your neck and tightens and pulls, and you feel all of your muscles tense up in a reaction to this, but you kind of pull yourself forward and instinctively look over your shoulder, and you see, standing just around the side of a rock, it's a man dressed in white linens.
Ew. That's a bitch.
Motherfucker.
Aurora,
No.
you notice just too late, as you feel all of the muscles in your body tense, you are paralyzed.
Oh fuck.
As you instinctively, like, you feel this tugging like Silas does, and you look up and you make eye contact with this man in white robes that you know to be the garb of the kind of Silver Stake, I don't want to say commoners, but when they're not part of like a search party wearing the black and silver, they're wearing these white linens. And you make eye contact, and all of your muscles tense as you see him finish casting a spell, and you can just make it out as he says, "It is just as the prophecy foretold." That is all that they can do on their turn, and that's going to bring us to Aurora. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw.
Sick. Just for future notice, is what I just felt a spell that only targets me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right, because you have a fancy ring, don't you?
I do. Okay. At the end of my turn, I can make the thing. So,
Yeah,
what
and-
does being paralyzed entail? Can I?
You cannot
Being
move or
paralyzed?
speak.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are there like little?
Yeah.
Yeah, paralyzed.
Actually, yeah, if you
A
click up
paralyzed
here in
creature.
conditions.
A paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and any attack that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. So any melee attacks against you are
Great.
automatic criticals. However, at the end of your turn, you can make the save again. And let me actually check. I think I have, yeah, advantage on saving throws. I'm going to say this doesn't specify, so your ring is still in effect, so you'll have advantage on this roll.
Okay.
And if you roll a nat 20, then
It
instead it
reverses.
targets the caster.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, 17.
17 is a success. You have this moment of deep fear. It's as your muscles tense, you remember all of the punishments that you had gone through growing up with the Silver Stake, all of the lies that they would try to feed you, that you, since being in the real world and doing all of the reading that you have discovered to be that lies. You shrug off the spell, and you're no longer paralyzed. However, that is the end of your turn. And you watch as there's that kind of like look of excitement on this cultist's face as he's like, "It is just as the prophecy foretold." And then he sees you kind of like lean forward and shake it out, and he's like, that ends Aurora's turn and brings us to the lightning. All right. This lightning bolt is going to shift around this way. Rabbit, you can make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
I would like. I'm gonna do a punch.
Fuck yeah, punch that shit.
Punch.
I don't think you said it's 15 hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely
Okay.
8 plus 5.
It is hard to judge where exactly the form of this creature is, because it is in itself amorphous.
Aren't we all?
This one is going to shift around this way. Genevieve and Pippin will both get attacks of opportunity, and they will take them. Genevieve. That's not great. 13 just misses. Well, doesn't just miss, it misses. Natural 2 for Pippin. Come on, you guys. As it strokes around, and you watch as... I shouldn't have said that. You watch as these strange, roiling masses of electrical energy whip around, and Aurora, you probably most of all notice. You feel like a familiar vibration in the air as they become lightning bolts. I need everyone but Pippin to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hold strong for us, Pips.
I was between, like, I could have gotten Rabbit in 2, but I think this was more effective. Who wants to roll for Silas?
I got a 28.
That's a success.
I can roll for him if you would like.
With evasion, you take no damage, Cholula.
24.
24, that's a success. You take no damage.
16.
With evasion. 16 succeeds, so you take half damage. And for Silas,
I don't know what his things are.
I can
I
look it up.
assume plus 8 to Dex.
That's a 5.
5. I am going to look this up, just so that we know for sure. He gets advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that's good news.
Let me just hack into his character sheet real quick.
You have
That
the
one
green
is a
numbers
9.
up. Oh, that'll save him.
Okay.
A 9, you say?
Uh-huh.
That was the higher of the two, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, dexterity saving throw, he gets plus 7. 16 succeeds. With evasion, he takes no fucking damage. God damn.
Haha, silly boy.
However, Aurora does.
Aww.
You guys are very happy. I didn't want to spoil the party.
But hey, at least you came out of that paralyzed because you would have failed automatically.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Is that? Okay.
25 halved to 11? No,
13?
12.
Okay.
Because we round down. So yeah, 12 points of lightning damage to Aurora.
So a creature within 5 feet of me just made an attack on someone other than me.
It was not an attack roll.
That's how math works.
Everyone else made a saving throw.
Oh, so the lightning bolt doesn't count as an attack?
Correct.
Weird.
It is not a...
It's an area of effect.
Yeah, technically. So yeah, you watch as these bolts of lightning form and constitute, striking through all
like
of you.
I feel attacked.
Yeah.
I saved for you.
I was watching. I was screaming. I have advantage.
I remembered one thing.
I heard 5 and I was like, no!
The three of you sitting on the toilet being like, I have advantage!
Which dice did you roll? I have to make up.
There was the sparkly one and the white one.
Who'd you roll
The
first?
white one rolled higher. The sparkly one was the 5.
Lightning
Track my
shoots
kids.
out and spreads through all of you. Silas, Rabbit, and Cholula. Oh, I didn't roll for Genevieve.
Uh-oh.
That was 24 points of damage.
Wait,
She rolls a natural 15. She saves, so she takes half damage.
it was 25. But yeah.
Yeah, half to 12.
What?
So she takes 12.
She takes 0 because she saved.
Oh, she has evasion.
She has
Yeah,
evasion.
fuck.
I know all of our evasions. That's what I'm here for, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm here to remember who has evasion.
It was just me.
It's everybody but Aurora, including our friends.
Yeah, even Pippin hasn't. Fuck.
Yeah. I got hit.
That's all that they can do. So that ends
God.
the turn of what Aurora. I think a long time ago, you guys read about this, in the kind of like mythos surrounding Róvengül. People talk about living spells that inhabit this island.
Oh.
Spooky.
You get the sense that that might be what these are. That ends their turn and brings us back to the top of the round. Pippin.
Pips.
Sleeping spells.
Kill him, Pips.
Eating.
Pippin sees these two bolts of lightning and kind of like jumps where he's standing. He's just like, oh, and sees that like pretty much everybody's fine. He's like,
Fine in a way of we're all diving out of the way in our 5-foot cubes.
Just hit the ground.
sure. He's
And
got,
like the back, and then do like the flip back up.
yeah, it's only
those.
30 feet to
Parkour.
So he's going to run
Parkour.
this way and flank with Silas and go ahead and make his attack roll with advantage. So close to natural 20, but a natural 19 will absolutely hit. And because Silas is there, he gets his sneak attack damage as well.
Only took 2.
20 points of damage, half to 10. On the puddin'.
On the pudding.
How do you kill it, Pippin? He stabs it. And you watch as Pippin kind of like flips his rapier around in his hand and brings it down onto the creature, and it goes straight through and into the ground as the lightning kind of shoots upward, once again forming a lightning bolt into the sky, but this time it does dissipate. And then there's a loud crack of thunder that rumbles through the area.
Ooh, that's fun.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, Pippin, that's his whole turn, because he only gets one attack.
Great.
That's going to bring us to... And that's, yeah, he's shifted. He's got some movement. He'll probably just start making his way back towards the other one. That is going to bring us to Rabbit.
Alright, I'm gonna come to the other side of it and flank with Cholula.
Yeah, plenty of movement to do so.
I'm gonna punch it in the butt.
Punch it in the butt! Punch it in its amorphous horse butt.
I'd like to use a luck point.
Okay.
Amorphous horse. A horse.
D20s look so sharp.
13 misses.
13 misses. Yes. It's your first attack. You rolled
Oh,
with
that's
advantage.
right.
Because you're
I
flanking.
roll with advantage.
So you
can I
can-
take my luck point back?
Yeah, I would absolutely allow that.
Actually, you're not working anymore. There we go. 17, 18, 19, 20, 24.
24 hits. Go ahead and roll again to see if it's a crit.
No.
Okay.
Close.
This is fist.
This is a punch.
Fuck yeah, punch.
A magic punch.
Magic punch.
9 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Bonus action flurry of
Oh, yeah,
blows.
go for it.
Oh, with advantage. 24.
24 hits.
That's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Radiant.
And you get one more in your flurry.
I do. 24.
24 hits, yeah.
6 points of damage.
Nice.
Radiant.
Not bad. It is beginning to flicker, and you can see these like arcs of lightning kind of like trailing across the ground and singeing the grass and feathers where they're mixed in this area. It's looking a little rough.
And then I'm going to, I'll just kind of like look around it at Aurora and give it, or at Cholula and give a thumbs up, and then I'm gonna leave and track down this guy.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I do need to measure this now. You started here.
Yeah.
About 30 feet to where you are now.
15 exactly.
I have 55 feet.
Yeah, so you can get right up in his shit.
There we go. Hey, buddy. Yeah.
Is that where you can do turn? Wonderful. Ending Rabbit's turn brings us to Cholula.
How far away is that guy from me? The
This
one
guy?
that tried to paralyze Aurora.
Is directly away from you. He is 35 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action have the dancing sword attack the guy in front of me.
Rad.
This horse.
This horse.
Horse man.
So yeah. 25.
25 hits.
Woo! Dancing sword. That's gonna be 8 points of damage
Nice.
on that guy.
How do you destroy it?
Oh, with my flying sword, guy.
Your flying sword kind of like swoops down and comes up in like an uppercut motion, and as it does, is enveloped in lightning, and you can just see the outline of the sword as it kind of like stands proudly and firmly in the air, and then the lightning dissipates, and there's another clap of thunder.
Hell yeah,
as
dude.
Just your sword.
I can't wait to meet the ghost that's piloting your
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah. Maybe a bit short.
And then, like emotionally,
A
or
bit of both.
I'm gonna reach into the little tiniest, the little tiny pocket that they have for no reason on pants?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach in that little tiny pocket.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go, boosh. And I'm going to spend a charge to send a light toward that guy that tried to paralyze Aurora. He has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck yeah.
DC 15.
do I have to do that?
No.
Okay.
It's a beam that goes straight to him.
Yeah. Targets one creature.
Cosmic.
It's just like a really fantastical, like, Three Stooges eye poke.
He needs to make a wisdom save. What?
Constitution.
Constitution save. Alrighty. I'll use this one. 14.
That fails. He is blinded for 1 minute. He can remake the save at the end of each of his turns.
Blinded.
We never get a blinded.
I keep forgetting I have that. But I looked through everything.
Oh, it's the
before we
little,
started.
it's the
The
light
gem of brightness.
It's the, you know. Don't ever use what you're talking about as an example that you're about to eat. Like, someone's like,
Boosh.
oh, you mean your kid? And then you eat a Cheeto.
The last 6 seconds of this man's life, or of the last, he's still alive, but like the last 6 seconds that he has experienced was like some sort of prophecy that he heard was fulfilled apparently, and then his spell failed, and he was like, oh no, and then everything goes dark. It's just like, Ah! Hell yeah.
That's
Does
the
that
New Testament.
You fail.
does that end your turn, Cholula?
I
I almost called you Cholula.
am Cholula. I'm gonna move up like 15 feet.
Okay.
Toward the blind one.
Yeah. To the other side of the rock, at least. So if I want to go the other way, I don't have to go around it.
Hell yeah.
Clever, clever.
You do so. Ending Cholula's turn brings us to Genevieve. Because he cast a spell, he is not hidden any longer. So Genevieve. Yeah, no, she's not gonna waste her time. She's just gonna turn around. And you all watch as Genevieve pulls a crossbow from her side, just like a little light hand crossbow, and is going to fire a bolt drenched in poison at that man.
Poison bolt.
And then I fire. And then I make on fire.
That is a 16,
Fast as broom.
which misses.
Oh.
Or rather, she turns around and quickly pulls out her hand crossbow and fires. The bolt flies across this kind of lightly wooded area and just like bounces off of. You hear this cling of armor, and get the sense that he has some armor under his.
Trying to be cool from the hip, Genevieve. You gotta aim that shit.
You gotta just chill.
That's really all that she can do. No, she gets 2 attacks. She's gonna fire again.
Yeah.
Assassin.
She misses the second time. That's all she can do. She's gonna stay. Actually, no. She wants to be out of his visual range because clearly homie's out here casting spells.
Casting spells
So
and shit.
she's gonna come over here so that he at least doesn't have full visual on her. Ending Genevieve's turn. That's gonna bring us to Silas.
Okay. Lightly wooded. Would that be dim or shadowed?
The shadows are where they are on the map because it's still about midday.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got shadows beneath each of these trees. I'd say this one would be a little substantial, but most of the rocks aren't really casting much of a shadow currently.
How many feet to reach this person?
This guy?
Mm-hmm.
He is precisely 35 feet away from you.
Cool. I'm gonna just turn and run towards them, and as I do, I'm going to rage.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And just like with every step, just more and more of the shadow just kind of eats like my visage.
Yeah, and you can watch as like it trails up, like the shadows from the trees that he passes through also seem to be like pulled in.
And I'm gonna punch as hard as I possibly can.
Fuck yeah.
Punch his heart out.
I'm gonna punch through.
Fuck a butt. That misses probably. It's a 10.
10. Yeah.
And then
Very deft. He ducks out of the way.
yeah, I'll try again. It's a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
That'll hit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Punch his heart out,
You
dude.
you literally punched him as hard as you can.
As hard as I'm allowed. So that's double the dice, or dice then doubled?
Dice, and then double it, and then add your strength, and then add your +2 for raging.
That's 13.
13 points of damage. Nice.
Does the audience hear our music?
Yes.
Okay.
We're fucking jamming, dude.
It was the soundtrack to me screaming, I have advantage. I think that's it. That's two attacks bonus on the way. Yeah.
All right. Ending Silas's turn is going to bring us to the cultists. Reaching down, he grabs this weapon that you see now dangling at his side, this large, wicked-looking maul, and he's going to make his multi-attack against you.
Is it one of the ones what has the chain and ball, or is it one of the ones what is attached?
No, it's kind of like a stick that's like flanged at the end.
Oh. Why are you rolling? No, I just got a notification that you rolled.
It's a 20 for the first, 30, 20.
Or no,
Yeah.
it happens to me all the time.
I was trying to see like why I had that +7.
And a 21 for the second.
Yep.
Oh, it's because I'm supposed to add my proficiency bonus by itself. It doesn't automatically add your proficiency bonus. D&D Beyond.
Wait. Yeah, it does.
Does it? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
It does.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I rolled the wrong thing.
I don't think I'm
Does it?
proficient in daggers. Oh, never mind. Yes, I am. Okay. Never mind.
From the first attack, you take
Sorry, Gangan.
9 points of bludgeoning damage. And 9 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Second attack. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the second attack, in addition to 14 points of necrotic damage.
Jeez.
Wow.
As he just... And you suddenly get the sense, even through your rage, so keep in mind the bludgeoning is halved, that I just...
Okay. Let me just heal all of that back real quick. Yeah, I forgot.
Here, I'll roll again.
No, do not roll again. It was
I'm gonna roll again so that we're not sitting here trying to remember numbers.
it was 13.
You take...
It was 10 and then 13 and then
You take 11 halved to 5 points of bludgeoning damage. In addition to 7 necrotic damage for the first attack. It's gone. 14 halved to 7 bludgeoning damage for the second.
Hey, don't bite the grass.
go away. Every time you get on the table, you get mad.
And 12 points of
Don't go on
necrotic
the table.
damage. They worked out in your favor this time. But next time.
I wasn't trying to make it work in my favor.
No, I know. Okay. Then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cultist, am I right?
So he reaches up and grabs this now familiar pendant that depicts it's like a silver medallion that depicts this roiling fire.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 succeeds. You take...
Oh, that's not what I thought was gonna happen here.
6 points of radiant damage as he reaches up and grabs this pendant, and there's just this blinding flash of light, but you pull away and you almost don't close your eyes in time, but your shadow reaches up and covers your eyes and shields the light so that you are not blinded. That's that one's turn. Other homeboy is blinded, which means
Silly Billy.
he can't see. Do they get to save on their turn?
Yeah.
At the end of their turn?
At the end, yeah.
Okay. So he
can attack, he just
Yeah.
has disadvantage.
yeah, and he definitely hears quickly approaching footsteps. So he is going
Can
to.
he hear my Naruto run?
He can. Everyone can hear it. So he's going to go ahead and make his 2 attacks on Rabbit with disadvantage. The first is... rolled a natural 20 and a 2. That's absolutely going to miss. Second with disadvantage. 17 to hit.
Oh, snap, that hits.
Okay.
But when he misses, I do whisper in his ear, bitch.
He hears you whisper bitch and he's like, there. And connects. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and there is this silvery kind of explosion from the maul as it hits you. And you also take 11 points of radiant damage, which I think you're resistant to.
You know, I was looking for that.
You get to choose the type of your...
Of my dragon.
right?
Yeah, but I don't see anywhere that
I know that, so we've kind of homebrewed it a little bit because they created this subclass in Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, and they were like, yeah, and you get to choose your parent dragon's type and you get resistance. But we're not going to include the Radiant and Necrotic and Psychic from the new dragons that we created. So I said, fuck that, and made it a thing. But if you can find the feature that gives you resistance...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. I don't see a feature at this level.
Okay, so that might be later on.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. What did I say,
So,
11?
11 points of damage.
Okay. 11 points of radiant damage.
We fought earlier today.
And he can't see, so he can't use that feature. However, he gets to make another saving throw. This is Constitution.
Yes.
That's a 12.
He can't see.
Still fucking blind. All right. He's going to stay put. That's going to end his turn and brings us to Aurora.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
So bonus action, blade song.
Fuck yeah.
Gotta get out of the way. The classics. Does 40 feet get me within range of that homie that Rabbit is on?
This guy? Absolutely. I think.
Okay.
Well, hang on. Let me actually check. Numbers.
If I got movement to spare, I'll flank.
Yeah, that's 40 feet.
Okay. To flank or to just get to him?
Oh, to flank. Let's see. From you to him, exactly, is 25 feet to here.
Sick.
So then
So
it would
yeah.
be 25 to flank, because you can't technically move through his space or through this rock.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go around the other side.
Sick, yeah.
So would it make more sense for you to go to here?
Okay.
That was 25,
Sick.
30, 35 gets you.
Okay.
Do you get more movement when you're bladesing?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
You get
Then.
so much shit from your blade song.
It's unfortunate that you have to remember it all, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix it.
Sponsor us, D&D Beyond. We have the ideas.
Anywho,
We actually play the game.
I would assume that people at Wizards do too.
If they did and use their own,
okay.
it would be fixed.
Just so I know, as a human, well, this whole DC for a spell check, does it also count for cantrips as well?
No, only leveled spells.
Gang, gang. Alrighty.
You have to refresh.
Every time. D&D Beyond. We have beef.
A strongly worded letter.
Anywho,
We have solutions that we could work on together.
I work in website QA.
then we're gonna Booming Blade since there are no consequences.
Okay.
With my rapier.
Hell yeah, go for it.
That's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Sick.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that was 2d8 from you. See, you look pretty. And then how much is rapier? Oh, another d8.
Hot dang.
It comes in handy. And now that I know cantrip, no cost a thing.
Hang on, does the booming blade doesn't do damage outright, correct? It's if he moves after being hit with it.
Booming blade? Yeah,
think
if he willingly moves 5 feet. That's what mine says.
On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's normal effects and then becomes sheathed in a blooming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then, the target takes 1d8.
So yeah, it's just the weapon damage, and then if he moves.
Yeah. Then, if he moves 5 feet before the start of your next turn.
Oh. That's still. It's just gonna be 2d8 then. Your weapon and the booming blade on impact.
Oh, cool.
At 5th level, it adds 1d8 of booming blade damage
On impact.
on impact.
Perfect.
Correct. Cool. All right.
I didn't know that. I've never gotten to 5th level with a character that has Booming Blade.
I never take booming blade.
It's so good.
Fuck. 8 plus 3, so 11 points of damage.
Yeah. Not bad at all. You said, I'm sorry, you said 11?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Is that all that you'd like to do on your turn? And he is enshrouded in this booming energy.
Yeah, and I'll stay there. Yeah.
All right.
Chill.
Ending Aurora's turn. That's going to bring us to... no, those spells are gone. Brings us back to the top of the round. To Pippin.
Peps.
Seeing that guy flanked with Cholula on the way, he's going to opt to help out Silas. Check really quickly. Okay, so he's got 40 feet of movement, which is just enough to get him there. He's technically sharing your space, Silas.
Aw, they're friends.
What, y'all kissing?
Kind of like rushes up, ducks down beneath you, kind of like avoiding the shadow, and reaches out with his rapier to make an attack. That'll absolutely hit. That's a 23. And because Silas is there, he gets sneak attack too.
Nice.
Rapier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. Sneak attack!
Level 9 rogue.
I see.
$23 points.
Oh. Rogues. They're built different.
Did I say 23 or 24?
23.
Boom. However, rogues are built different. That's all he can do. He's going to stay put. Actually, no, he's going to use his bonus action to dash, which he should have done before to give himself advantage. But now he's going to do it to give you advantage. As he flanks, that is Pippin's turn. That's going to bring us to Rabbit.
Yeah, I'm gonna start out with just like boxing this guy's ears on either side real quick.
Hell yeah.
Is that cocked? I hope not. Oh, I can't rest a D4 on it with the new ones. It's fine. 14 plus 8 is a number that I can...
22.
22.
22 hits, yeah.
Dope. 24.
24 also hits.
Boom. So those two.
Oh, success.
4 is 9. 13 points of... Well, I'm gonna call it bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 13?
Yeah.
She's gonna protect this house no matter
What? And then I'm gonna hashtag flurry of blows.
Pardon the tavern dog. Hashtag flurry of blows.
Hashtag flurry of blows.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like bring my leggy up and I'm just gonna like kick him in the head.
Yeah. See how you like box the ears and then
Yeah,
kickbox
the
the
ones
ears.
where like your shin
Yeah.
is what's making contact. You know what I mean? 21.
21 hits.
No, we can be okay with missing sometimes. I rolled a 4 and a 3, I think.
Yeah, that'll
It
probably
was like well into the single digits.
Mm-hmm.
So just the 1. That is 9 points of damage. We'll do that one in radiant
Okay.
magic legs.
Magic legs.
And I want to, if I like watch while I do that, like, do they look different? Does anything different happen to him?
When you hit him with radiant damage?
Yeah.
It kind of burns the skin on either side of his face.
But it doesn't look like it does more damage than my, like, bop-bops.
No. As a free action on your turn, you can go ahead and make an inside check.
21.
21. This appears to be just a regular ass human guy.
Dope.
All right.
I call him a bitch again.
He like pauses to sense where it's coming from. Ending Rabbit's turn. That's going to bring us to Cholula.
How far away? Can my sword make it to that guy? 30
I think so.
feet?
It can go 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
Tight. Okay. Let's do that. That's a nat 20!
Whoa.
baby!
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get sneak attack on this because your allies are there. So, 4d6 plus a d8. Right, it's a d8.
It's a d6 also.
Okay, so 5d6 total.
Okay.
Hang on, is there a d8 in there still?
No.
Okay, cool. And then double that and add your dexterity.
That is 33.
Oh,
Right?
It's a big old bazooka.
Yeah, as you rush up on this blind guy,
no, he's not a blind
recently,
guy.
Currently
as you rush
blinded.
up on this
Blinded.
recently blinded man who's still like blinking
My
his
sword
eyes.
rushes up on this.
Yeah, your sword does. He's like still blinking and trying to get his bearings. Just seeing that like dark purple spot in most of his vision from this light that shined into his eyes. The sword whooshes up and slices off one of his ears that was already singed from Rabbit's radiant kicks, and just cuts it off.
Hell yeah.
Catch it? Can I use a reaction?
Do you want to use your
Catch
reaction to catch it?
it? Yeah.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw. Actually, no, this would just be a dexterity check.
Great. 22.
Rabbit definitely, after just like kicking either side of this guy's head, the ear comes off and she just out of the sky.
Shove it in his mouth.
Deflect missiles.
I put it in my bag.
You can add silver stake gear to your inventory. Oh, this campaign's about to take a turn, isn't it?
I got some robes. She got an ear. We're gonna make a Silver Stake member at the end of this. Slowly
It's a
put
little guy.
together.
Listen, I have a collection of things.
Just dance around a bunch of like dead books.
This is a terrible time to say that I know telekinesis, so I can make the dead zombie move.
We can do it around the campfire before we go to sleep.
Yeah.
Here first, everybody. There's more than one way to cast Animate Dead. Hell yeah.
Okay, so
That's your bonus action.
I'm going to face this direction, and
This direction?
yeah, I can only get 30 feet away from my sword.
Right.
How far did it travel to get to him?
Let's do some math. I think it took its like 25 feet to get there.
Okay.
I don't fully remember. But from your sword, 30 feet away, put you right here. So from you, that is 20 feet to there.
Cool. And then I'm going to switch over to short bow, and I'm going to fire an arrow at this dude.
Okay, let me check something real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that guy has a little bit of cover.
I bet you can do it.
Probably half cover, because it's like waist down.
Oh,
So that just means that he has a +2 bonus to his armor class.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll to attack with your short bow.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Take him.
Hit him.
That is 19.
19
Yeah.
just misses.
What?
With his +2 to his armor class, that puts him at a 20.
Ew.
So your arrow just kind of like skitters off of this rock.
Oh, he knows I'm coming.
That one can definitely see you coming right now with his eyes that work. Does that end your turn, Cholula?
Because he's not.
Alrighty. That brings us to Genevieve, who suddenly feels like she's not being very helpful. She's going to make an acrobatics check.
Do some flips over that
Some
boulder.
flips.
We're going to try.
Yo, Silas's wife, do some flips.
Nice. 17. Yeah. Doesn't cost her any extra movement. But she does some sick fucking flips and goes 10 feet up to here.
Sticky attack. Sticky attack.
Yes.
Put her up
All hail the
there.
blue tack. She's going to hop up here. With her vantage point, I'm having a moment. You don't get advantage from being at a high vantage point, do you? Is that a thing?
No, but you
so.
should.
Seems
It's
like it
probably
should
in the
be.
Star Wars game.
Probably.
The higher?
That was 10 feet to there.
I loved you.
Oh, they were lovers.
20? Yeah, fuck it. She's gonna make another acrobatics check.
Then who cares?
Yeah, no, really.
There should be more gay love and stuff.
That's a 22 on her acrobatics check
Genevieve.
number 2, as Genevieve deftly kind of like leaps up to the top of this rock, looks down, goes to reach for her light crossbow, but then shakes her head, pulls out her short sword, and leaps off of the rock down at this guy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And she's gonna make her 2 attacks.
Dude, your real life wife and your game wife are dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Like it's hard
Natural 18
To
for the
do
first attack.
backflips?
to get 2 cool wives.
Oh, yeah.
We
Oh.
just watched that documentary.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah.
Oh, about legal.
24.
No,
24 hits.
Latter-day Saints. It's really rough.
That took a turn.
That's 9 points of damage,
Well, fuck yeah.
and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Try not to die, fucker.
Yeah.
What's that con like for flame hands?
That's a natural 20.
Oh.
So he takes half damage.
Well,
That doesn't really tell me anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
5, 6, 7. Oh, you know what? She also gets sneak attack on this because you guys are there.
Hell yeah.
That's 7 plus
that's 2 sneak attacks in one round that he's
3.
gotten hit with.
4.
Yikes.
Row.
A dice for every letter in
Yeah.
Genevieve.
He's a dangerous person.
Yes. This is why I play casters. I really just like having all the dice in my hand.
I
at
like
one
to
time.
roll a lot of dice.
Sometimes they're only all ones, but I gotta roll.
But you got to
7
roll
dice.
them all, yeah. Sometimes as rabbit, I just get to roll like a lot of dice in rapid succession, which is also fun.
Yeah.
That's 51 points of damage altogether
Huh.
from Genevieve.
Wow.
Oh,
As
That's
she
crazy.
leaps and falls from the sky and just cuts this dude in half with her first
Yeah,
attack.
dude.
Hell yeah.
She uses her second attack action to just look at Silas and be like, "Are you okay?"
you good?
She's so supportive.
That's Genevieve's turn. That's going to bring us to Silas.
I imagine I always imagine the shadow kind of like wisping off of him, kind of like just like if there's smoke coming out of someone and you put a fan on it,
Yeah.
like it's just whipping off, and as it exposes his face, he's just like kind of like like proud of you, but like happy and terrified. I don't know how to act that well. And then like the shadow comes back and it's smiling.
Hell yeah.
I think. I think the shadow is going to compel him to run towards this poor, unfortunate soul on the other end of the
Imagining
battlefield.
this like shadow face that's like has a big smile, and you just see a grumpy mustache face.
Okay, so it is.
I've always imagined that the smile is like a cutout.
Yeah.
So like
60
you
feet,
can
right?
just
Is
see
the
like
range on your teleport.
Yeah.
just like
That is exactly within range.
So I'm gonna like run towards that tree and just like dive into it like a little pool, and it'll just like kind of teleport out of that.
And I would
one.
say you could, because we've done it before, you don't necessarily need to use this tree. You could use his shadow and come up right beneath it.
Oh, neato. I'm gonna come up with like
rise into his butt.
like a venom-sized Silas now, like just made of shadow with an uppercut
Hell yeah, go for it.
into the taint.
Yeah, dude.
Into the taint.
Yeah. It does say I get ADV on the first melee out of it. I was
Yeah.
just making sure it was that, not another thing called shadow in my fucking repertoire. There's like 20 things that start with the word shadow. 25.
25 hits.
That's 9 points of damage.
Nice.
And then could I make that a stunner?
Absolutely.
Because this person hasn't had enough.
A stunner.
That's a con save?
Yeah.
Okay.
DC 15 if you like the drama.
I love it. I live for the drama.
The drama.
13.
Oh.
They can't even vocalize how blind they are.
I haven't rolled above 10 for a constitution save. They have good constitutions, I suck is the problem.
Cool.
It's not you, it's the dice.
Then I'm gonna pull my short sword and cut him with it if I could.
Yeah, go for it.
Am I flanking
With
that
advantage
guy?
because he's stunned.
How many condition rings can you put on one guy?
19.
19 just hits, yeah.
I really hate rolling d6s for damage. It really feels like such a high mark and then just nothing. That's a 6 points of damage.
Oh, we're getting raided. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
We'll get to you in a second. We're fighting.
What was the damage on that?
6.
6. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Okay. Rad. So imagine with me for a moment.
I hope so. We have been doing that for quite a while.
You've been given a prophecy that someone will be at a certain place at a certain time. And maybe you've been a little on the edge of your faith lately, but you show up and the prophecy is true. Right where the person said they would be, right where the vision showed you, the apostate.
There she is.
You cast hold person, she escapes. You're like, oh, fuck, oh shit. You go to reach for your maul, and suddenly a blinding light hits your eyes, and you can't see anything. You start getting whacked across the face, and it kind of burns sometimes. Your ear gets sliced off.
Someone has it.
You hear the fleshy sound of someone catching that ear.
And then out from the shadow beneath you, an uppercut to the grundle, as you are just kind of lifted off the ground so hard that you are stunned. Like, no longer feeling anything.
You can't even feel anything. It's fine.
But he is still standing, though he is stunned until the start of your next turn.
Amazing.
Rad. Does that end Silas's turn?
We did the short sword thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm okay.
Awesome. That brings us to the cultist.
What's he gonna do?
Oh, that one?
At the end of his turn, he can make another save to try to not be blind.
Does the stun nullify the
check.
save?
Let me check.
Yeah, can he
Stunned.
only say one of those?
Stunned creature incapacitated. Speak only faltering. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, not constitution. So he can still make this throw.
Okay.
Yeah, but doesn't it take strength to open your eyelids?
In the morning, yes.
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
That's a 25.
He did it! He can see!
Fucking natural 19,
He can
finally.
see his ear being held in front of him.
It is already
He's still dazed.
in
like,
my bag.
He can. His vision starts to come back, but everything is like blurred, and he's like seeing triple right now.
That's good.
He went from nothing to 3 times as much. Red, that, and he doesn't get to save from stun at the end of his turn, right?
No.
Excuse me.
No.
Baby cat.
We're being rated. Do you mind?
Come on. They don't know you.
That's
Dark
Lolly.
Cat Lolly. She lives
She
here.
has
She
an
hates us.
emoji.
She hates everyone but Kitty.
You're good. You're good.
Just stay right there.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, that's just until your next turn. He doesn't get another save. So that ends his turn. He's no longer blind. Good for him.
He'll be able to see what's about to happen.
He is about to get absolutely wrecked. That brings us to Aurora.
Oh, bye.
You've rated us at a very strange point in our lives.
There were 2 living lightning bolts here, not 5.
Yeah.
Not well. That was more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
In game, less than 5 minutes.
Okay. It's the start of it next time. Cool.
Should we keep him alive?
Oh, just pull him around like a little friend.
Do you have any questions? Do we have any?
It was a joke.
What is Aurora doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a joke.
Sick. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let's mollywop that again. So we're gonna booming blade again.
Okay. He didn't have a chance to move the last time.
Yeah, no.
As the booming energy.
I just want
kind
the
of
extra
faded.
damage, but without having to roll for my spells.
Yeah, that's right. As the booming energy kind of begins to die down, it actually just kind of siphons back into your rapier again as you splash out with a strike.
You get advantage.
Because he's stunned.
And you're flanking. And
Yeah.
500 other reasons.
Because he's basically already dead. So
We're just gonna play
Oh, my friend.
What happened?
You know it's not.
that was a
It
pretty
looks
high
good.
drop.
Yeah, good, looks good to me.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's
that's fine.
solidly on the ground.
You can rest
my
a d4
dear.
on it. It's not cocked.
So that's a 14 hit.
14 misses. You are going for a killing blow directly to the spinal column, but that is exactly what his plate armor is protecting underneath his white lens.
That's about all that's being protected right now, it seems.
Right.
His face is fully just open to the elements.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay,
Because I don't want to move.
that's fair. That ends Aurora's turn and brings us back to the top of the round with Pippin, who sees Silas dive into a shadow. Not for the first time, I don't think.
No. I think we did it in our fight.
He kind of like looks at Genevieve and he's like, I guess let's join the party. And with his shifted movement speed, yeah, let's make an acrobatics check, Pip.
Pips.
You got it, Pip.
Pips, come watch us kill this guy.
I'm rolling for your allies today.
Yeah.
Everything's great.
Yay.
Yeah, on a natural 16, acrobatics for Pippin, that's
39.
29.
Hell yeah.
I think he clears it.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Leaps over a stone, just like a feral cat-like leap as he is rushing, like almost on all fours as he lands, but then gets back up onto his 2 legs. He's rushing over, and he's just gonna. Oh, you know what? He's a fucking rogue. He's gonna use his bonus action to dash,
Yeah.
Alright.
and that I believe is gonna get him. Oh yeah.
No. Oh my god. You know what? Let's wait. Let's all pause a turn and wait for everyone to get involved.
And Pippin, seeing all of his allies in threatening positions, and this man stunned, is going to make his attack roll with advantage.
I just really, it's like the printer from Office Man?
Office Space?
Space.
Yeah.
Office
Man.
You know, the printer
Oh,
from
my-
Office Max, our sponsor this evening. Office Max. Get a printer from there.
No, don't. Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, they're
Check
not.
out the Gilded Rogue, D&D
Yeah.
apparel store. And
Yeah.
They make rad shirts like time for crime.
It's backwards
It's
here, but
backwards.
it's not backwards in real life.
In real
Yeah.
life, it's real shirt.
That was
When Kitty's chasing you in your car, you can read it.
16, 25 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely hits. So that's going to be D8 for his rapier plus his 5, D6 for sneak attack.
If this guy's still alive,
This guy's alive still. I feel bad for
Let's
him.
just bury him up to his neck and pee on him, right? Is that the next move? Is that what we do?
25 points
Jeez.
of damage to
Yeah.
homeboy.
is he good?
Please tell me he's dead.
He's actually not like his ear's been cut off, and his face is a little charred, but he's not looking that bad.
Really?
Oh my god!
Yeah. Remember, Genevieve did like 51 points of damage and killed the other guy.
All right.
Yeah.
They're pretty substantial.
Okay.
He is starting to look bloodied, though. Mostly from the ear.
Starting.
Rad. That is all that Pippin can do because he's a rogue and he used his bonus action already. That's going to bring us to Rabbit.
Yeah, all right. All right, I'm gonna go
If this guy
ahead.
makes it through this wall of pain
Right.
and is no longer stunned, I'm going to be thrilled.
Yeah. He's going to be a part of the party.
Just come with
Let's
us.
keep him.
Rite of passage.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Jump you in.
You blinded him in.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Missing all of his teeth. Welcome to the Mistwalk.
I said, welcome to the Mistwalkers.
Rabbit, what would you like to do on your turn? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have 50 feet of rope on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna tie the motherfucker up. If he's not gonna die, I'm gonna use this opportunity to
Okay, yeah.
just tie him up.
Yeah, so yeah, use your action. You get your rope out, wrap it around. Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Great. Where is that? There it is. Oh, does that say that? I'd like to use a luck point.
Okay.
That one I saved earlier.
Don't eat the grass. You can't eat
Hey,
the grass.
What was it?
So fucking the view.
Come on.
That was a natural one.
Go to hell.
Was that an action to do?
Yes, it is your full action. If you were like trying to grapple him, it'd be a different story.
Yeah,
Just try
no,
and
totally.
tie up a being. He is stunned, so like he can't make attacks or anything, but he is still resisting, and he feels rope beginning to be tied around him, and he does not allow that to happen. You have a bonus action. And move
Squirms.
It's like the person without a pillow in a pillow fight. Don't!
In order to take my flurry of blows, do I have to have taken the attack action?
Yes.
Can I just offhand punch him in the head?
Yeah. 100%.
You're a monk. It's like they beg you to do that throughout the whole game.
Oh, but I do get advantage.
Yeah, because he's stunned.
My short sword has the same amount of damage as my fists.
Nice.
That's 27 points. Or 27 to hit.
27 hits for sure.
Tired.
His exposed skull.
7 points of radiant damage.
Nice. He's still,
And I'm
still standing.
I'm just gonna like hold the rope up to my party members like anybody?
Well, we could pass it to each other and encase him in it.
That ends Rabbit's turn and brings us to Cholula.
Yeah. Can I squeeze in there?
Yeah, you can absolutely like take your party, share a party member's space.
Yeah, let's all share this moment.
And everyone is flanking.
Yeah.
Everyone's flanking.
Everyone's
flanking.
flanking.
Jumping this man.
Having a good time.
Should this
This
be
is
more
straight up the fucking that Jujutsu Kaisen moment.
Oh, the Mahito Nanami fucking
like knocking this dude
Itadori
back
fight.
and forth.
It's my favorite fight.
Has it always been this hard to kill a guy?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Or wait, it's because I'm just rolling like
use my +1 rapier.
+1.
Hell yeah.
+1.
+1.
Really? That's a 14.
14 misses, unfortunately. You just collide with the plate armor.
And I'm going to bonus action, try to hit him with the dancing sword.
Fuck yeah.
What is this plate armor? Are they just wearing a bell? Just from here down is just metal to the ground. It's just their head.
You guys just keep
26.
going for body shots. 26?
Yeah.
26 absolutely hits.
With sneak attack damage, yeah?
We get rules in the past that your dancing sword gets sneak attack because it's exploiting openings, which there are many.
Ooh.
If anybody gets a natural one, you're just gonna knock out everybody else with them.
How do I clip an entire fight?
That is
A disclaimer.
29 points of damage.
29. Nice.
Still standing.
He is still standing.
He's still good? Okay.
He is looking incredibly rough now as it kind of like stabs up under the armpit of his armor and comes out the top of the shoulder and he lets out a horrid scream.
Oh, he can still feel?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He just throws a couple peanuts in his mouth. Shoots a wink at Cholula. Why is he still standing?
Because he is a hardy individual.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
I think it's.
Is that your turn, Cholula?
Yeah.
All right, ending Cholula's turn brings us to Genevieve, who...
She's all by herself over here.
she is an assassin, so she can't bonus action dash, but she can use her action to dash and go 60 feet.
Which
And
It's her.
So she can come hang out.
just catch up. She can get like 5
What are y'all
feet out.
doing?
I was like,
Is he still alive? Wow.
save some for me, guys.
That's Genevieve's turn.
Genevieve
Silas.
tone of voice makes it.
Okay. I'm gonna
Are you gonna
Yeah.
punch him?
I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head, like in the nape
Oh,
of
like
the
a rabbit
skull,
punch?
Are you doing a call
as,
shot?
as hard as I can.
Call shot?
Yeah.
All right. Implementing our new call shot rules that I brought up last week, this will affect his armor class
Okay.
rather than giving you advantage. Or disadvantage, I should say.
But I do get advantage.
You do get advantage, yes.
Okay. I've never hoped to kill something so bad
It's
before.
just like, guy, come on.
Spiders, bugs, roaches, oxalotls.
26.
26 hits.
Okay.
Just so you guys know, that call shot added +5 because that's a pretty small area you were aiming for. So that was a 23 armor class that you were trying to get, and you did. So go ahead and roll damage, and this is a crit.
Okay. Thank goodness. I forgot.
Also worth noting,
I forgot to add rage to the last damage.
is stunning strike is at the start of your next turn or the end of your next turn?
And
And
Rad. Okay.
so he'll be fighting again if he lives.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. He's still up.
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him again. Just
This time he's just like forward and just a spray of blood onto Rabbit and Pippin and Cholula all in that area. Doesn't quite reach Genevieve, but just like sprays onto all of you. And he kind of like, you all have this moment where Silas like lands the punch and there's like a pause. And like straightens back up.
I'm gonna look. Okay, like the shadow kind of peels away. Like it's still like Venom body, but it's just Silas now. Like, and then he just punches him.
Yeah,
Again.
and as you're rearing back to punch him again, go ahead and make your roll with advantage. Is this another called shot?
No.
Okay.
Just like
He brings back to punch him again. As you are rearing back, he lifts his head once more, spits out a tooth, and stands there. The silver flame's light protects me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, no, we can keep torturing this
His
guy.
eye has become very swollen.
Whatever 19 plus 8 is, I forget.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Yeah. Why?
She's helping.
27.
Good.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. 11 points of damage.
How do you finally end his suffering?
Oh,
Okay. Oh. Like again, I look at everyone like just still like,
Yeah.
like shadows wisping.
I
off
hold
of
up
my
the
butt,
rope
just like-
again.
Genevieve is like mid-jog, short sword out, like she's coming to help.
And he just like the shadow like takes back over and he just punches him to death.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I wanted to flavor it up some more.
So, 2 char marks on the ground from these living lightning bolt spells that rain down from the skies. The bodies of 2 silver stake cultists that appeared from the underbrush as if led there by prophecy to find you. And you make short work of them.
No, long work.
Yeah.
Of one of them.
Yeah. Arduous.
And it really gives you a sense that if these guys were potentially foot soldiers, and it took that long to take them down, you're in for quite a fight in 6 days' time.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to take another quick break. When we come back from the break, this is just going to be like a quick 5-minute break. When we come back, we're going to announce the winner of the Fantasy Forge Dice giveaway. For those of you who may still be here from the raid, thank you so much for joining us. I have a YouTube channel over at youtube.com/fantasyforgeart where I do all kinds of D&D and Pokemon fusions, artwork, as well as making dice at Fantasy Forge Dice. The dice that we're giving away this evening are the Wild Shore dice, thematic to us landing on the shores of this wild magic island for an ensuing fight with a Night Hag who's been making some machinations behind the scenes using people's dreams.
How can they win those dice?
To win those dice, you can type the word lightning in the chat. That's LIGHTNING. Yeah, in the chat. To be eligible to win, you must be a follower of us here at twitch.tv/Arcanarama. So click the heart if you haven't already to be eligible to win. And if you're in Quebec, unfortunately, you are not eligible to win because your country hates giveaways. But thank you so much for tuning in anyway. And if you wanted to just purchase some Fantasy Forge dice, there's a link in our bio, in our About section here on Twitch to Fantasy Forge Dice, where you can check out the shop. I don't have a whole lot in there right now. I just made
coming soon.
Yeah, I just made some new molds, and I just found a new technique for sanding dice to a glass finish that makes my back not hurt, and I'm so excited about it. We will be back in 5 minutes to announce the winner, so don't go away.
You'll see it all in the mid-roll.
And welcome back. Before we announce the winner of the dice giveaway, I wanted to shout out some very awesome people. Shout out to Maritime Gamer TV for following us. Thank you so much. That was right before the raid.
Hi.
Speaking of the raid, huge shout out to Top Down Tabletop. If you're a regular here at Arcanarama, go and give them a follow. They rated us with like 19 people, and that's super rad. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rowdy ATL, who followed us, as well as B-Town MC, Top Down Tabletop, and Vix Draws. And congratulations to Nita Yilva, Cookie Dog, and Will Dan's 2000 on your gifted subs. Fuck yeah. Thank you guys so much. That's super rad. Just a reminder for those of you that are regulars and any of you that may still be hanging around, all of us are artists. Everything that you see on the screen right now was created by us. We all work together to build this set. Taylor does all of our design work. This is Taylor. He does all of our design work. He designed our overlays. Stream director Robbie is running the show behind the scenes and making everything look beautiful and smooth and seamless. Sam did all of our character art. And yeah, everyone here is very talented. And when we get to 200 followers on the channel, we're going to do a very special live stream where we're going to go through the monster manual, monster by monster, and make it sexy.
Yeah.
We're gonna yassify them bitches.
It's
gonna be
spicy.
It's gonna be a good time. Thank you so much for the cheers. Hell yeah.
We're hype training.
That's fun. That is enough stalling, I think. It's time to announce the winner of the Fantasy Forge Dice giveaway.
Dice!
Dice cut. No.
Dice Cup!
In front of our new friends.
They had to learn sometime.
Yeah. Hey, stick around. It gets weird.
They were gonna know. They were gonna know eventually.
Yeah.
The winner.
Don't eat that tree.
Don't
Baby,
eat the tree.
don't eat that tree.
I'm sure the camera's
The
on.
winner of the Fantasy Forge Dice giveaway is Nita Yilva! Congratulations, Nita Yilva. We send out all of our prizes at the end of the month. As long as you are within the continental U.S., we kind of hold on to the international ones now, international for us, until we get a good pile of them because it is very expensive to ship internationally at the moment.
Yes.
And we do all of this out of pocket and out of love for you. So thank you so much for supporting us. We appreciate it.
Pocket love.
So, as I remember once again to change the music during the break.
Change it.
You all find yourselves standing in this strange hilled area on the Isle of Róvengül, where magic doesn't quite behave itself. You've got 2 Silver Stake cultists' bodies in front of you, as well as some scorched earth from some lightning bolts that were striking all around you. What would you like to do?
I'd like to search these guys.
Same.
See if they've got any like orders on them or anything like that.
I'll check one half of this other guy over here.
Yeah, if each of you wouldn't mind making an investigation check.
Yeah, if I could. Do they have like an obvious marker on them, like a cloak or a cape or anything?
All that you see on them are these white linens, and beneath the kind of like simple white linen clothing are some pretty hefty plate armor.
Okay.
That's cocked.
I'd like to just snatch the medallion off that one guy that he was casting with.
Yeah, they each have one as you
Yeah.
pull it off. There's you can add a silver flame holy symbol to your inventory.
18 on investigation.
18.
11.
11. Each of these men is carrying a silvered maul that has that same kind of blazing flame energy engraved depiction of fire engraved all around the handles.
Give me a BFE.
Big flame energy.
Let's go with blazing.
They don't appear to be magic at first glance. You get the sense that the kind of necrotic bursts that were coming from them as they were swung at you may have been due to the wielder more so than the weapon. But they are decent mauls. And each of them, before Rabbit snatches one off of one of the bodies, have a holy symbol of the silver flame, which is a silver medallion depicting a blazing fire.
Anything else on the bodies?
That is all that you find, other than the armor that they're wearing and the linens. They don't carry any coin. They don't carry no type of like orders or paper or belongings of any kind. It's just their medallions, their weapons, their armor, and that is it.
Okay.
Well, that was a little rough. Y'all mind if we maybe have a little sit down?
I don't feel too good.
That's fine with me.
A bit of shelter would be nice, though, in case.
I was heading towards this area here when I saw the clouds rolling in.
Right.
It's kind of small.
As you approach, if you all want to head that way, you actually see it's seemed smaller from a distance. It's a little further away than you actually thought.
Oh.
As you approach closer to 200 feet rather than the 100 that we mentioned before, you find a nice little kind of a cave wouldn't be the right word. There's this kind of outcropping of rock that's jutted out, and again, there is still that kind of slight movement to the ground beneath your feet. However, it's more still in this area, and there is this kind of overhang that would at least hide you from one side.
Like Pride Rock?
Kind of, yes.
Okay.
But smaller.
Yeah. So there's like a little place inside
Yeah.
filled with lions.
Filled with lions. Yeah, everybody roll initiative again.
Please no.
No, it doesn't go that deep. Again,
Okay.
I wouldn't even really consider it a cave. It's more of an overhang.
Okay. Well, I mean,
This
we won't
seems-
get attacked from above.
Right, yes. Seems good as any.
Yeah, I mean, just after the giant skeletons on the sea on the way over and that little scuffle, I mean, I didn't take too much damage, but I wouldn't mind healing up a bit.
I took a lot.
No, I took a lot,
In about-
actually.
Oh,
I'd say about 6 seconds I took quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, I'm not.
yeah, it seemed like they were knew their way around those weapons they were carrying.
That could be something for the future, maybe disarming. Because
Right.
that is what did most of it. It wasn't him. It was
Oh,
it.
really? Ah,
I mean, I don't know if we should jump to. I don't know if it's wise to, assume that our enemies are not skilled.
Oh, for sure they are, but that there's a symbiosis, I guess, between them and the weapon. It'd be
Right.
nice to separate them from the weapon.
Absolutely.
I mean, the more things we can take away from them, the better we're gonna be.
Genevieve speaks up.
Do you think it's safe to assume that that might be the lower rung of what we're going to be dealing with here?
It could be, judging by the way they're dressed compared to what we've seen in the past.
That's lower level. That's the ground floor.
Seems like everything's concentric here. You know, the further out, the corpses look worse. You know, the further out, the lower on the rung you are. It's a small troop too. If you're looking for scouts, it's only 2.
Can I see?
It also seems as though she knows where we are and was able to send them right to us based on what the blinded one said.
What did he say?
He said
I would
something
say,
about a prophecy.
Yeah, I would say Rabbit and Aurora and Cholula were close enough to have heard that. He mentioned.
That I was destined to be here.
Well, that could have been today, could have been 2 years ago.
It could also mean that she's already here and told them where to find us.
And based on what we know about how this hag operates, we can assume that maybe that information was received last night in his sleep.
Right, yeah, that was manipulated. Like, she set out when we were going to meet and says, oh, it looks like, let me think, 4 very aggravated people will show up on the island.
Are you guys taking this opportunity to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Rad. Any of you who would like to roll some hit die to heal yourselves up, you are more than welcome. If you have any potions, you can take those as well.
Do we
Pippin.
have any potions laying about?
This is definitely going to use some hit die. I think you guys acquisitioned quite a few, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or are those coming with
They're
Valblin?
coming with. Yeah.
And
I just have a potion of healing if you want that.
I could. Let me see how far I can get with this short rest.
I just have that. I got another potion of speed. Or haste or whatever.
That's not much better, but it is better.
I don't remember. I don't ever roll hit die, and I don't know what I'm supposed to roll for it.
your hit die, I believe, are all d6s.
Okay.
And you have as many hit die as you have levels. And you're
So you pick
Oh.
sorcerer and rogue, so those are both d6.
It says it on Beyond, right?
Do you? I
It
don't.
says D8 plus 2 for rogue and D6 plus 2 for.
Oh, it's a d8 for rogues. Nice. So yeah,
For what?
for rogues, it's a d8.
For what?
Hit
For
die.
hit die.
Oh, yeah.
I forget. Do you add your Constitution modifier to hit die when you roll them? No, just straight that. Okay.
It says
1d8 plus 2 in the event that you are rolling for like your new hit points.
He's pointing straight
But
up.
like when you're rolling just like
to heal.
to heal, it's just the dice.
Okay.
Rad.
Do you have to roll them all?
No, you can choose
you
how
can
many.
pick and choose.
So yeah, if you want to just like roll until you get back to your max, or
I got 2 8s right out the gate.
nice.
Feels good. I need as many as I possibly.
Yeah, Pippin is back to full hit points.
But you do not get all of your hit dice back on a long rest necessarily.
For sure.
Right, you get half of
Yeah, I only use 4.
your total back. Genevieve is going to heal up as well.
No, don't do that. The game already automatically did it. Hold on, I gotta go back.
You rolled 30 on here, so
Not
you
the
can.
same thing every time.
But it
on
does
that.
the pluses. It does like the +3 on everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that the rule? I've never understood that to be the rule.
Let's look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah. Because if that's the rule, I am not touching this dice pit, and I'm going to add all this
Yeah.
to it. It says here, it says all of that, but
What?
it's not the level up.
Says what?
No, I gotta get back down to where I was.
That or is it just +2?
Like when you go to
Oh.
short rest on here, it said hit dice, whatever, +2. on
Yeah,
both of mine.
That's so strange. I bet people in the chat are losing their.
Losing their fucking minds. We don't short rest often. I could probably count on 2 hands how often I've short rested.
Yeah, I'm going to trust Butterfly on this one. You definitely add your Constitution modifier with hit dice.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Thanks,
So,
Butterfly.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So that's 25 plus 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is handy. So, as you all tend to your wounds using various bandages that I assume you all packed and brought with you. You treat your wounds, put on various salves, and
Money.
it's just rubbing platinum, the cure for all illnesses.
I'm gonna take that ear and I'm just gonna like wrap it in something so it doesn't like leak all over my things.
Yeah, you got some extra gauze.
Yeah.
Wrap it up in.
I'll put it back in my bag.
Do you think we should go in? How informed do you think her guard are? Right? Do you think we could put the robes on, and at least from a distance be a bit more incognito?
Problem number 1. On that guy over there, the robes were cut in half with the rest of them.
I mean, as we go.
And on that one, they're covered in so many fluids. I don't even know what they
Someone
are.
knows how to prestidigitate around here, right? Someone?
No, that was always at the college.
No.
But I'm just, in the future, just, if we're being seen from a distance, they just see white robes moving
Okay,
about.
so next time we encounter somebody, get them naked first, then beat the shit out of them.
Or, I mean, if we try to just bludgeon them, there might not be too much blood. Nah,
I
there'd
was
probably
doing
still be a lot of blood.
punching, and he was bleeding just kind of everywhere.
I mean, if we could maybe sneak up on the next round, maybe me, Cholula, and Genevieve, if we could get the drop on them, we could probably take them out pretty quietly with minimal
Now,
bloodletting.
that said, now that we've all said it out loud, the next prophecy that everybody in her little group is going to get is beware of people who look just like you or wear clothes just like you.
That's a good amount of panic that I would like to put on their entire army. They're looking over their shoulder at their own people then.
See, but now you said that out loud, and she's not gonna say it to anyone.
Would you like for us to not talk?
Do we know for certain that she's watching us at all times?
It's a theory that they've developed, and we're meant to live by it. But it seems like only you can come up with plans, and when someone else comes up with something, then they're listening, right?
We have a bunch of rings that you don't have to talk out loud with.
Right.
So if you have an idea,
Just use the ring.
just maybe don't talk out
But
loud.
now, in theory, she knows that we have the rings.
Right. See, like there's nothing that could be said or done. We if the idea was just to take action, then why don't we just take action? Like,
That is the idea.
right. And my action was to maybe the next time we see people with robes, we take the robes. Regardless. Like,
Pippin kind of like twists his ring, and you all hear in your minds,
Is there any reason that we need to wait 6 days to start our attack?
absolutely not.
I don't think so. I think the plan was really just to get here and see how magic was affected, but it seems like it just takes more and more energy for me to produce magic each time than anything, so I don't think it has any negative effect on what I'm doing. I think that was our biggest ploy in getting it early.
I'm gonna use the ring as well to say
Yeah, it's
we could try to find tracks of where those two came from and follow them back.
still using the ring if we're allowed. But what of the book?
yeah. So basically the way that the rings work, you can contact all the other rings, and you have that 25 word limit of sending. But the way that our homebrew sending works is those are shared. It's like a bank of words that each party can use to communicate back and forth. So between the 6 of you, you could have a pretty long, decently long conversation.
Yeah. Robbie's back here with 1,000 tally marks on this piece of paper.
Yeah, technically you have a bank of 150 words. You can have a tweet of a conversation, almost.
Whose bright idea was it to sharpen the...
Well, no, that's words, not characters.
Yeah.
You can have a small paragraph of conversation between each other. So we're still good for now. I'll cut it when it feels like it's getting to be too much.
Or if you're listening that intently.
If anybody at home's got a clicker. I'm sorry, where were we?
He said, what about the book
What about the book?
that we were gonna go, like, that's marked on the map?
Oh, right. Do we know for sure that... I mean, we don't know for sure that it means that there's something buried there or that it has anything to do with the book, really. It could just be a symbol marking a village or... I mean, who knows? It could be like a... Maybe this guy hated books, so he's like, don't go here.
Why don't we see if we can find any tracks, and if we can, we'll follow them, and if not, we'll go towards the book on the map.
Right. Pippin says aloud. Well... And then he goes back into the ring. Maybe we should grab their outer garments, just in case. If we come across a creek or any running water, we can wash the blood off.
Mm-hmm.
Better than nothing.
I want to say I've been, like, sharpening my knives
Mhm.
during this to not look like I'm having a conversation silently.
Yeah.
She can't do nothing about it.
I'll go back to the ring, I guess. We could say aloud that we're going towards the book. We could say the cardinal direction. Follow the tracks instead. See if Rabbit's theory is true.
Pippin says aloud. All right. We continue northwest to the book.
Yes.
All right.
Everyone feel ready to keep moving?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think I'm good, yeah. I wish somebody can prestidigitate this blood off of me, but I'm doing pretty good.
I'm sorry, all my spells are for creating the more blood, so that
No, it's...
I can maybe stay near red, but anywho,
I'm gonna go to one of the guys and grab his cloak and just grab them all too.
Yeah. Takes a couple minutes to get the clothing off, especially over the armor.
Mm-hmm.
But it is loose-fitting and designed to be worn over armor, so you could easily put it on quickly if needed.
could I start scanning the ground for potential tracks from these
Yeah.
guys?
Make a survival check. I think this is the first time in this campaign anyone's looked for tracks.
You've looked for things like tracks. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's not true. Cholula went hunting very early on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the guy, Flosham.
Yeah, that's right.
We're digging around for his feet.
14.
14. Thanks to the strange landscape here, there's actually a pretty clear set of footprints that you get the sense that you could follow, at least briefly, where the feathers have been kind of crushed and displaced.
I try to, as nonchalantly as possible, just sort of walk up to Cholula and nudge her, and then just sort of point down to the tracks.
I was adding them all to my inventory. We found tracks?
Yes.
Tracks.
There are some followable tracks that you can follow, leading away, or rather, leading towards you, but you can follow them backwards. As you can see, displaced feathers on the ground and bits of grass.
I'm gonna,
Nice.
I guess, start putting on that one apostate uniform that I found, I guess.
The one from the dead guy with the black mark?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do so.
This one doesn't look like the others, does it? It's got kind
No,
of
it's got a spot on
It
it.
does, doesn't it?
I wonder if that'll wash out.
Isn't that what was on the other apostates that were buried?
Were those
What?
apostates?
Am I remembering that wrong? There were people, the buried people.
I don't
They
know if
had-
Aurora ever said that out loud.
No, I don't think she
Yeah.
did.
But that's what was on all of the people who were
Yes.
buried.
Yeah, this is one that he took from one of those
Okay.
people.
Hey, you should You should take that off. That's the apostate marking, so you would be
That'd be like
hunted
undue
and-
attention, right? So I'll just keep it in the bag then.
I maybe wouldn't wear it around.
Right.
You would.
Nope.
You can wear this one.
I think I'll be all right if I can stick to shadows. I think those that are a little bit more obvious should wear them.
Maybe we should move quietly from here on out.
For sure. Towards the book.
Right. Everyone make a stealth check. If there's any boons anyone would like to put in place to help out with that, you are more than welcome.
This one might
Is that a
go
thing?
above D&D Beyond, but can I do pass? I can't do pass without a trace. Of all the things I can do that are shadow heavy, I don't think pass without a trace is one of them.
Can't? You've
You
done it
have passed
before.
without a trace.
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's in the shadow arts. I was looking in like the normal shit. And I was like, please let me.
I was like, did you summon that out of your mind?
Okay, so everyone can add 10 to this roll.
You want to know what that
Yeah.
gives Cholula?
No.
I don't.
Yeah,
Actually,
I do.
don't.
I do. I do.
That makes it 40.
Oh shit. That's only a 34 for Pippin.
I hate y'all.
Let's see what Genevieve gets.
I've never rolled anything that was 40 before.
I don't
I
know
think it's
that
only going to continue for you because your expertise and stuff
That's
like
also just a 17.
increases.
The 17
Yo.
plus 13 plus 10.
For Genevieve, she's one below you. She rolled a natural 20 for a 39.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
30,
30.
7,
30 and 30.
20.
36.
I
then
also
plus
have
10.
a dirty 20 plus
With
10.
with the plus 10?
No, dirty 20 prior to the.
Oh, nice. So 30 and 30, 40.
36.
Jesus Christ. You all become
Excuse me?
I rolled a 19 and I have a plus 7.
You all become blossoms in the wind.
We're just little feathers.
We're just
Your party of 2 rogues, an assassin, 2 monks, and a wizard silently
not a scrap of armor in here.
silently traverse this mysterious island, following tracks left by the cultists who confronted you out here in the wilds. You follow the tracks. Could I have Aurora make a survival check? You have the map, correct?
I do.
Okay.
Hey.
23.
23, not bad. You quickly get the sense, Aurora, that the hills that are depicted on this map indicate the start, or rather the area that you were just in is what those are depicting. You get the sense that maybe those aren't hills, but those are waves. It is a vast area of the island. But you can see clearer in the distance now, traveling through this more, as the ground does begin to level out. You head straight west, following the tracks. And you can see that looming, silver glowing tree, growing impossibly large in the distance, just dominating your horizon. And after a few minutes of traveling, you can all pretty quickly gather that seems to be the location that you're headed towards. I would say you are also aware that that is the stage that the hag has set for your ensuing battle. You continue on, and you enter another area of these strange trees that have almost light green trunks and these strange spikes that jut out from them. And at the top, these very thick and poofy kind of white colored leaves. And it's very strange until you realize that it's like you're walking through a patch of giant dandelions, the sizes of trees all around you. The grass in this area also takes on this kind of bluish tinge, almost like it's reflecting the skylight a little bit. And the dandelions give way to more regular trees, just average, like you would see around Lougrave. Still tropical in nature, but they match each other, which is weird for this place. And it isn't long before the tracks lead you to this massive wall. And it's hard to see it through the thick foliage, but soon you're right upon it. And you see the tracks continue to your left, which would be directly south. And you get the sense that probably not 2 miles away, now looking up over this wall, which is about probably 60 feet high, stone wall, you see the thick trunk of that glowing tree that just stretches so high into the sky that you have to crane your neck to be able to look up at its branches. And you get the sense that it's probably just a few miles on the other side of this wall. Footprints lead once again to the south. And you get the sense that if there's any type of opening or gate to this wall, it is in that direction.
I'm gonna consult with the ring, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What time of day is it?
At this point, after this travel, it is maybe an hour before sunset.
We could go over.
It would be less obvious than the gate.
Maybe. We don't know till we're over.
Maybe.
Can someone take a peek?
I can scale it.
I think my friend is kind of running out of hiding us.
We all did really well on the roll outside.
Maybe before jumping headfirst into anything, we could set up a minimal camp for the night nearby, keep an eye and see if maybe there's a patrol, or just kind of observe before we scale the wall.
Well, it wouldn't so much be jumping or really even scaling. It's more like running up and then just kind of peeking over.
Right, but what if someone's up there?
That would be a problem, but right now we have the cover of darkness. If we wait.
Well, and it seems like in about an hour we will.
What do you all think?
Let's head back away from the wall and find somewhere. I don't know why I'm talking quietly like we're not using the rings. Let's head back away somewhere away from the wall where we can find a place to make camp. By the time we're set up, it should be dark and we'd be able to see if there are any torches coming from atop the wall.
At that point, all of your ring charges are spent. I think that was well into 150 words.
Shit.
Right. Later. When we set up a little camp.
I'm gonna look
With
start
no
heading
fire.
just like away from the wall and see if there's a place that people going along this path that they were walking wouldn't notice a camp set up.
Okay, make a survival check. Worth noting, it is hot enough on this island that because we are in the throes of summer currently.
What does that look like?
It is
Tropical.
thick. The air is thick.
Impressive
Like
heat.
walking through
You went, yeah.
soup.
You went outside today in the state of Texas.
Yeah, it was
It's
bad.
like that.
It's like living in
So
soup.
luckily, you don't really need a fire. other than if you wanted to cook something. But with Cholula's knowledge of foods and preparation, she could easily make you something.
Classic Róvengül gazpacho.
Do you see how close that was?
Yeah.
A nice squirrel carcass sashimi.
That's a 13 on my survival
Squishy.
check.
13. Yeah, you find a little area that is away from, and you can tell, like, you've been able to follow the tracks pretty closely. It got a little tougher in some places, but it doesn't seem like a frequently traveled footpath. It's not like worn into the grass or anything. But with that in mind, you veer a little bit northward and find a space where there's enough room for all of you to set up camp. It's pretty heavily enshrouded with shrubs and bushes, as well as the trees surrounding. And you get the sense that there's also a tree in this area that you could climb up and get a good vantage point to look at the wall if you wanted.
Okay. I'm gonna do one of these, and I'm gonna point at Rabbit and point up the tree and do that towards the wall. And I'm gonna start rolling my shit out.
I scooch up the tree.
All right. No roll necessary. You can just
I just kind of go whoop.
because Rabbit can just run up walls. So
All right.
no climb check necessary. She just goes. Rather, they just go. Make a perception check, please. As everyone's kind of rolling out their bed rolls down below and probably keeping pretty close to one another for this evening spent behind enemy lines.
What's the hours that you would need for a long rest?
8.
8.
So at this point, as the sun is just beginning to set, if you guys took your long rest now, you could get up probably before dawn.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at Rabbit. Just like motion 8.
Yeah, you guys would be up at about 5 in the morning. 5 to 6.
That was a natural 1, and I not to luck points.
Oh no.
So we're fucked.
You climb up the tree, and it's the strangest thing. You don't see the wall. As you climb up, looking out, you just see a sea of trees. You can actually see mountains rising up far in the distance, probably the other side of the island from where you are. And it's just the sea of these trees akin to the ones that you are in currently. And surrounding that, you can see some of those large dandelion shapes, which look very, very odd, seeing them in the distance at about the size that they look like they would be if they were right in front of you. And the only thing that kind of alerts you to the fact that they are massive are the pine trees that jut up in front of them, as well as these kind of strange cypress trees in the distance. It's like a weird mixture of swamp and northern forest and grassland. Very jarring, but one thing that kind of unifies all of it are these little silver particles that are just kind of falling through the air, drifting gently, almost like flower blossoms.
Are there any like close?
There are, yeah. Snatched out of the air. And looking up, you can see that they appear to be the leaves of this large tree or some sort of blossom maybe that's just shedding gently and falling down over the land. Make a charisma saving throw.
You said that marriage was the key.
Stop using those dice. Use
I used these
use the wedding dice.
2.
2. As soon as it touches your skin, your vision suddenly tunnels. And you find yourself in a dark space looking at this vein that's pulsing, glowing silver. And you can actually follow the pulse as it kind of trails through. You can see the liquid moving inside of this strange kind of fleshy tendril. And you hear this voice that just kind of rings out behind you that says, Chandragora. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode of Arcanarama.
What is that?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was a very fun episode. I look forward to the next 6 days or so on Róvengül, if we get that far. Join us next Saturday for episode 32 of Arcanarama as we continue the story. In the meantime, give us a follow if you haven't already to be notified when we go live, and to be eligible to enter the giveaways that we do, like the 2 lovely giveaways that we did tonight. One provided to us by our lovely sponsor and local comic book shop, More Fun Comics and Games, right here in North Texas, and the other provided by myself with Fantasy Forge Dice. This beautiful set. I think I actually have it with me. But I haven't painted it yet, so Nita, if you want to hit us up in the Discord and let me know what color you would like your numbers to be inked, if you have a preference. If not, I was going to go with silver. But they're your dice, so you should make the decision. Yeah. They're beautiful. These are my new shapes. So you get this beautiful D4 that's like a little crystal, and it's super sharp and it can cut you, which is rad. And then the D12s are also rhombic D12s.
It's like my favorite silhouette ever.
They are
it's extremely pleasing.
They are pointy from every side. And everything else is just, mostly your standard fare. My D10s are a little bit sharper than most other people's and longer.
The diamonds.
So congratulations to you on your win. Let me know in Discord what color you would like those to be inked. And join us next week to see what beautiful set of dice we have then. Probably one that I haven't even poured yet.
And check out the About section. All that stuff's down there. Our
Link
Discord.
to our YouTube if you're new.
Yes.
We post our episodes
Thank
the
you.
Tuesday after the show airs. We just had a bunch of new people come in, so if you are still here, we are on episode 31 right now. All of the episodes are on our YouTube. Early episodes are a little fuzzy in the sound, but they're digestible.
We were
Yeah,
new.
it's nowhere near first episode of Critical Role on YouTube. That shit is hard to get through. And that's coming from someone who adores that show.
Roasted.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you all next week. But until then, stay safe out there, adventurers.
Wow.
Bye. You go horse or a lawnmower?
That man's a lawnmower.